just received in our newspaper.
A car, dude. You think you can live in your car?
I have.
Yeah.
Only for like 2 weeks, but like
Oh,
That's
yeah.
still-
But that's
I
not
went
living.
home like to shower
Yeah, but that's not even.
allegedly, and then
Allegedly. Home to shower is just a fucking
Depending
Febreze
who's
bottle.
asking.
depends who is
Yeah.
like, someone was like, "Did you take care of yourself?" Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
I showered. And
I showered.
I was a functional human
I
being.
had more than 2 pairs of clothes. Of course I did.
I could probably live in the back of my car.
Your
What do you
truck, no problem.
Oh, yeah.
No fucking problem.
Air mattress that bitch.
No, dude, all I did was I folded down the front seats of my old 300. It
Yeah.
was like a living room.
Whoa.
It was like a living room. The back seat is like a fucking couch. I got my feet up.
You can have guests
There you
over.
go, buddy. There you go.
You could call them that.
So yeah, you want to come over to my place? Where's your place? Just
We're in
parking
it.
lot.
We're in it. Just get in the
It's
back
here,
seat.
Yeah.
Now, how long do you think you could live in your car for?
Depends. Is it like, are we saying like a full year? The winters are rough. You need.
I'm saying
blanks.
how long before you tap out? Before you're like, fuck.
Now, stipulation: am I allowed to buy like one of those vans and convert it? Like what people are doing.
listen.
Now, does that count? Does that count though?
Let's say your current vehicle. Your current
My
vehicle.
current little shitty fucking
Yes.
Honda CRV.
That's what he's asking.
Yeah. Because listen,
I
Kate,
can-
I get what you're saying with the van thing.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is with those people who try it, like they're just like, it's way cheaper than buying a home. Just say you're homeless. You know what I mean?
just
You
fucking-
could just
fucking
commit
call
to
a
it.
spade a spade,
Say
right?
you're home. Yeah.
Our generation doesn't have the pride to admit that we're homeless.
Oh, yeah, no.
It was like, I live in a van, but it's got a TV in it.
It's got Wi-Fi.
It's got TV, Wi-Fi. It's got
I got a porta potty. I got to dump it out at the nearest rest stop, but it counts.
I will admit though, those are pretty cool.
They are
pretty
fucking
sick.
dope as hell. Could I live in my car as it is right now? Fuck no, because my truck is full of my shit. It's got all my fucking tools in it.
Well, hey, you gotta still
Listen,
work.
you sell those? Oh, okay. We keeping our jobs? Why are you living in our cars? Sleep at work like an adult.
Fucking
Yeah.
have you seen housing pricing in this fucking economy?
I have, yeah. No, that's what I'm just saying. If you have a job, just find a way to sleep there at night.
That's such a fun topic.
You know
for
that
us,
would.
too.
I think that'd be even worse. Having
it?
to sleep. Oh fuck yeah. My work has very little ventilation.
Ah,
Very little fucking ventilation, and it's full of shit.
But warmth.
No, not even. It's not even heated.
Okay, all right.
No, it's cold in that motherfucker.
Just turn the torch on.
Dude,
I'm sure they're gonna love that. They come in, the fucking propane torch has been running all.
You're sitting there warming your hands up on it. Morning, boss.
Morning, how are you?
lighting shit on fire. Yeah, dude, my work doesn't heat up until I turn on the oven. Like at work, like when I walk in and it's cold out, I'll turn on the oven and just leave the oven doors open.
Fucking right. You're just like, yeah, let's get this going.
I'm like,
I'll
let's-
heat the place.
Let's heat it up before we get working, because it gets fucked in there. Especially because you're in a shop too, right?
Yes.
So it's like those. It's just big openness, and it's just cool, dude. It's just all it is cool in there. There's no like air moving.
Yeah.
It
know what I
especially
mean?
sucks when we're like not busy at all. So like we're not doing any sort of welding. So none of the fucking machines are turned on, and it's just big fucking full space of steel, and you're just like, God, I want to go home.
God, this is cold.
It's like it's cold, but I'm getting paid to be here. So
That's why
Fuck.
sometimes you can't complain. I think about that, and I'm like, oh, dude, it's so slow, and I wish I could go home, but it's like,
but I'm getting
what
paid
am
to be
I?
here.
What am I else am I gonna do when I go home?
Exactly right.
Everyone's working. Everyone that I
Exactly
know is
right.
working. So you might as well just stick it
All
out.
the responsible people I know are working.
Yeah.
The not so responsible people, I don't know if I want to be around them right now.
right.
Not that early on a Tuesday.
Exactly.
They're still doing the weird stuff.
Yeah, they're.
Oh shit! Yeah, I work outside, so it's like no matter what it is, it's like it's hot as dicks. It's cold as fuck.
It just
It's never a nice temperature.
No.
Yeah, it's like too fucked
You're
outside.
either sweating your ass off or just freezing your ass off.
you mean you don't get like those 2 weeks of like, okay, this can be this way for the rest of the year.
No,
I'm
that's
happy.
where the rain is.
Oh yeah, right there it is. Yeah, and then
Yeah.
As
it's
soon as the
fucking wet.
temperature's good, it goes. All right, well, we gotta wash them out.
Fuck.
They're like getting their spirits up a bit here. Let's get it rained out here.
When I was on the bridge, like every single like rainstorm, thunderstorm, it felt like it would go around us. We would just get the wind.
The cold wind where you're
The
like,
cold wind where it's still sort of wet.
Right.
It rained every once in a while, but when there's a big storm in town, you're just watching the rain in the distance, and it's just hitting you in the face.
Yeah, as it's coming, as it slowly even creeps up. Like especially you'd probably be able to see the clouds.
We saw them coming. We
Yeah.
knew they were on their way.
That's when I used to work at my old shop. We used to you can either work outside or work inside. With this shop now, you have to work inside, but the guys used to work outside, and bro, they would not give a fuck what it is outside. They only liked it just because they could smoke outside.
Yeah,
like they just
pretty much.
guys who smoke cigarettes. Just I think that's why you get into construction. It's just like, do you like smoking cigarettes outside? Come work for us. Like,
what if we could pay you to do that all
the
day?
time. You want to chain smoke these motherfuckers?
Fucking go right ahead.
And that's the only motherfuckers I trust. Like we put an addition up at our shop, and it's just this old Italian dude laying brick. And let me tell you, that dude didn't let the cigarette leave his mouth.
You're fucking
Bro,
right, man.
But I'll tell you for free, those bricks were fucking plumb as shit, dog. They were straight. They were everything.
It's like that fucking joke going around TikTok. Where it's like, if you hear a swear word every 30 seconds on a construction site, that motherfucker's lasting to the end of time. if you walk by a construction site and, oh gosh darn it. Fucking never go near that building. Don't be in a 5-block radius of that building. It's coming down the first fucking time anyone does anything in it.
Oh, sheet.
Oh darn.
Oh, goddamn.
Well, I guess we'll just get back at it.
Yeah,
Like, you know,
fucking no.
that's not how it works.
No.
If no one's yelling, be afraid.
Oh yeah, be very afraid.
I mean, something bad's going down.
Yeah, dude. That's
That's why I love the blue collar industry. It's so
Yeah.
brutal, and the
Yeah.
humor is just so
you meet so
dark.
many interesting people.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah.
they're
Just
fascinating.
the absolute
people, yeah.
tip of the spear of humanity.
Like there's this one welder that I work with. I was talking to him, and I'm like, so you're from Iraq, right? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, well, what did you do in Iraq before you moved here? I'm like, oh, I worked in the army, and I'm like, oh, that's cool. And then I'm like running the dates in my head. I'm like, did you work for Saddam? And he goes, I'm not going to answer that question, but yes. And I'm like, oh.
Allegedly.
I'm like,
Allegedly.
when did you work for Saddam? And he gave me the dates, and I'm like,
Oh,
that's
that
the
was really
that's,
bad.
Yeah, that's the Iran-Iraq war. Like, I want to ask more questions, but I'm gonna get disappeared in the middle of the night, man.
Yeah.
They're gonna find my body like
Yeah, it's not
20 years from now.
Not a question that you bring up at like a welding shop.
Yeah, I'm just like, oh shit. Great. This is wonderful.
That's cool.
That's cool.
Do you like to fish?
Is your work wife also a 60-year-old man that makes you food or no?
No,
Oh,
no one makes me
okay.
food. No.
All right, that's my work.
I'm
wife.
still a little too new. I've only been there for about 3 months.
Oh,
so,
really?
like,
So you moved to a different shop from last time.
No, I hadn't started working yet from last time.
Oh, you didn't?
I was
You were
still.
just
I was
school.
still. Yeah, I'm still in school.
Okay.
I was just in school when I came on last time, and I was looking for a shop.
Right.
Then, like, pretty much like a week or two afterwards, I got a call back, and then
You're welcome. You're welcome.
yeah, thanks, yeah, because of this podcast.
Yeah, obviously.
And
The best resume.
I walked in, I'm like, yeah, like I'm a student part time right now. They're like, well, we're not sure we want to hire you because like, would you want to stay on with us afterwards? And I'm like, so you're offering me a full time job afterwards? And like, yeah, essentially. I'm like,
Then
fucking,
yes.
why would I say no to this? I'm sorry, no, I don't want to be employed afterwards. No,
Oh, no.
sorry,
I'm okay.
God, full time employment, ridiculous.
I'm sorry. You want me to do what?
yeah. I'm like, you want me to work for you? What?
Disgusting.
Never.
So when the last time you were on, then how long were you doing the welding thing for?
I had been doing it since September.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
Oh,
it hadn't
wow,
been
yeah.
very long.
So what is that? Like 2 years? 2-year program to weld?
1 year.
1 year?
Yeah,
Fucking
it's 1
right,
year. It should
man.
be fucking 2 years, man. Honestly,
You think so?
It really should.
Oh,
1
beyond
year
so,
does not
yeah.
feel like.
No, it is not nearly enough. Because it's.
I guess they really need welders, though.
Oh yeah,
They'll just
no.
push them out.
They're trying to rush that.
They
like, it's getting
will
through.
get anybody into shops right now because there's no requirement in Ontario to be an apprentice
Oh, yeah.
to weld.
Yeah.
So it's like if you're doing everything in the flat position, barring certain techniques, you're fucking. You can pick up a MIG gun or a stick welder, and you can just go for it.
I can weld.
Bullshit.
I can't.
Yeah, we talked about your welding.
I can
last time.
weld.
Welding. Welding.
It counts. It counts. I have it on. It says it on the ticket.
Well, let's just get in the backyard.
No shit. What position do you have your ticket in?
Yeah.
Anyway,
Anyways, moving on.
Anyway,
I
Yeah.
didn't say it was a legal ticket.
fair enough.
There's definitely a skill to it, though. You definitely
yeah.
have
Yeah.
to have.
No, like we've had 2 guys come in since I've joined, and they can't fucking weld. They were
Oh, yeah?
so bad. God, this one guy showed up an hour and a half late to his interview. So our
It's already a rough start.
yeah, so
Employee of the month.
then he got pissed off that like nothing was set up for him because it's like, well, you're an hour and a half late. Like you were supposed to do this over our break. We're in the middle of a very busy job right now. We needed the space. Like, all right, but sure, go for weld. And he forgot to turn the fucking shielding gas on.
Whoa.
So he lays this like 2 foot long weld, and it looks like the inside of an aero bar. And my boss is just like, Yeah, we don't even need you to do any of the other tests. I'll call you in like a day or two.
I would have just been like, all right, get out. That's okay.
See, no, he did call him back. He's like, you didn't get the job.
Oh, he even gave him the courtesy call?
Yeah.
Oh,
My boss is
that's a good boss.
My boss is so funny. He'll walk up and he's like, "What's the matter?" And I'm like, "Fucking nothing. Just leave me alone." So whenever he walks by me, I'm like, "What's the matter, buddy?
How are you?
How are you?" He gets fucking stoned though.
Well,
God, I love that. But
he
I
runs
love
a
that.
shop.
Yeah,
he does
it's
run
great
the
because
shop.
he's mellow, man. He's just chill. I can't stand the shop supervisors that are just like up everybody's ass. It's like just
Yeah, but
fucking.
they're
Bro,
just
you get
along.
paid the same.
Exactly.
It's all right.
It's that, but it's just like you're also just like they're fighting for that position,
Oh, yeah.
fighting for that GM position once whoever the other guy leaves, right?
Oh yeah, fuck.
Like the one GM we used to have would you're talking about weld tests because we have a welding department, and he would give him a print. It's like a standard print. Like I could read the print. I'm not even a welder, dog, and I could read the print. And fucking, they'll give it to guys that actually are experienced and like went to school for it. And he's like, Jake, read this print, and then you tell me what this guy welded. He would take me over. One time I was in the middle of painting. I'm in the booth. He just comes. He goes, "You gotta see this one." He goes, "You gotta see this one." And we just fucking talked about it. And I was like, whew, it's just you were just praying as we're welding over there.
God, this is nowhere close.
You're just like, I fucking hope I'm doing this. Oh God, shit.
Just follow the bead. Just follow the bead.
Make
Take
it look,
me where I gotta
just
go.
Make it look pretty.
Do you think the more you do it, you think you keep getting better at it? Like
Oh, yeah.
welding? Yeah.
I'm still
Do you still
improving.
love it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I love the shit out of what I do.
Yeah, dude.
I mean, I
so
come
cool.
home. I come home dirty, disgusting, but I love the shit out of that. I wouldn't do anything else.
I can't see myself sitting in an office.
No, I couldn't.
It's too hard for me to imagine myself being. I'm not that guy. Like,
No.
I'm not the guy.
That's the only future I have to look forward to, because once my shoulders give out, it's done.
As
over.
soon as the shoulders done.
I roll my ankle too many times. I blow my knee out. They're kind of just like, okay,
All right. Well,
here's an iPad. Take some pictures.
Your construction work, you'll never get injured.
No.
No, of course not.
I think
My body's
construction
a
work,
machine.
yeah, they
They
never
never-
get injured.
Yeah, they always follow their safety guidelines, right?
Yes.
You're always.
Yes,
Yes,
We do.
absolutely, absolutely.
I read every safety paper that crosses my table.
I used to say that about my old shop. I'm like, if OSHA walked in here today, we would be fucking done.
Some of the shit I do, I'm like, they told us not to do this exact thing in school. They're like, this is very unsafe. Just fuck it.
Bro, I didn't know
What are you gonna do? Not
Exactly.
do it?
Yeah.
Bro, when I was working at the first shop I worked at, I operated. So I started there when I just turned 16. So I worked from 16 to 18. During those 2 years, I was shipping and receiving. Now I didn't know that you needed a forklift license.
I love this one.
So then I get hired at this other shop. And they're asking me, "Oh, can you drive a forklift?" I'm like, "Fuck yeah, I can drive a forklift." What are you doing? And they're like, "That's great. Can we just see your license?" And I'm like, "What do you mean?
There's
license?
a license for
Like,
this?
what do you mean license?" And I'm like, I just do it. Like, and they're just like, "What are you talking about?" Like, what are you talking about? So I get set up to do the course, right? And I do the exam, and then they're like, "Okay, we want everyone to do they had like a little fucking obstacle course or whatever."
Yeah.
So I was the only one in that obstacle course that even touched the gas. And this guy was like, "You've driven a forklift for," I'm like, 2 years illegally, pal. And he just signs my card and he goes, "There you go.
There you go,
Get
man.
out of here. Get out of
Yeah.
here, man.
Get out of here, champ.
Get out of here." But that was when I knew I was the shit.
We literally had a guy that came into our shop. One of the guys that ended up getting fired. He also did not know you needed a license for it. Almost fucking killed me with it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because I was picking angle iron up off the floor. So I bent down to measure at the middle of this angle. I stand up and I turn. And there's a stack of I-beams right there. Fucking just right into it.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
Full on into it. Came right over where I was kneeling down. These are like 10 at 39 or something like that. Like 30 pounds a foot.
Yeah.
6, 7 of these things down on me. I'm like, and it would have landed right on the back of my head. I was like, I'm fucking dead. If that
Fuck, dude. I've seen so many injuries like that, too. Like, I've seen, like... Bro, we had this one guy. He doesn't work that. Like, I don't even know what happened to this guy, to be honest. I just know... All I knew about this guy was he drinks the big bottles of Jack Daniel every day. Like, every day after work, he'd be, like, hitting the
Every
LC.
day.
Like, every
Holy
day, though. And then, like, he was a bit older. Like, I'm not, like, shitting on anyone that doesn't really have their license, but he was, like... He was 36, and I was just, like... He goes, "Oh, I got to get my wife to come pick me up." And I just assumed from... if you're adding things up, if you were in my position, I'm like, oh, maybe DUI. I'm
Yeah,
like, oh,
that's what I would assume.
And I'm like, oh, how long do you have? Like, is your license gone for? He goes, oh, I've never gotten it. I was like, that's sick. And then I watch this guy. So I watch this guy. I'm not even kidding. So you have the shop. You have those like 10 walls essentially. They're just like 10 walls in shops.
Yeah.
He put the forklift right through. I mean, like right through it. And then backs up into my booth. So the one wall of my booth is like caved in. So it caves in. Oh. It's like that. And I watch him do it. So then I have to go to my supervisor and I'm like, I just call him and then I'm like, hey man, like he's so and so. We'll call him Bill. Bill's fucking around the forklift and it's not looking good. And
it's not looking great.
He comes out. He sees what happens. And then we're talking to this guy. And we're like, Bill, what the fuck happened, man? He goes, wasn't me.
Wow.
I mean, me and another guy watched him do it. Like, we're standing there watching him, and I had to go get him. Like, go look. And then after only dude that's over there with the forklift
is Bill. Like, oh yeah.
And he's like, that
could have been anyone.
But he stuck with the lie. The thing is he got disciplined and everything, and in the HR room and everything, he was like, that was not me.
Fuck me.
And he was so committed to it. I almost believed him.
Now
if you commit to the bit, the bit commits to you.
Maybe he's got like split personality. It's like his split personality took over and just fucked shit up. He might have been telling you the truth, actually.
Yeah, he may.
He listened to the voices.
Yeah, that was Frank. That wasn't
Bill. Frank. Yeah,
I mean,
why'd you even hire that guy?
Why'd you hire that asshole?
Jesus.
It would have been even funnier if he would have came to like the group and been like, "Who the fuck did that?" Like, that would have
even around the back. What idiot did that?
Like goes out for lunch, comes back. Who the fuck was that idiot?
The thing is, he stayed for a strong 2 more months before he put the forklift through the oven wall, and then they were like, "Dude, that's it." And then I didn't even mention this part. He tried it one time, so because I work with like painted parts, so if you're trying to take something off with the forklift and it's painted, we'll put like foam around the fork so you don't scratch the fuck out of the part. So he thought it was a good idea to pick like the a frame up at the edges with the foam still on. So this part in there is 400 degrees. So as he's picking up this frame, it's melting the foam, and as it's melting the foam, it's slipping.
Holy shit.
And a frame just hits the wall, drags the panels down off the wall and everything. And this frame's just ruined. And then after this, the GM looks at him, he goes, "What the fuck did you think? Like, you thought that was a good idea to pick up hot parts with foam?"
Yes.
God, what an idiot.
Yes.
And he just sat there and looked at it.
I have a few questions. One, the second time he hit something, did he lie and say it wasn't him again?
No, he committed.
Oh, okay, good.
Oh, he was like, I just tapped it, but it was not a
The
tap.
second question. Why after the first time?
That was my thought as well.
Why is he driving the forklift
why the fuck
again?
was he anywhere near that forklift?
He said he was only there for 2 months after. How soon did he hop back on the saddle? Like next day, he goes, "Gotta tackle it."
Well, like fuck, man, someone's got to do
She's
something.
got to take the bulls by the horn, man. Get back on her.
That's such a good one, yeah.
Horse bucks you off. You're hopping back on her, right?
Amen, brother.
Hey, man, when you're fucking getting knocked down, you gotta get back up.
You look that Bronco in the eyes and you hop back on.
Amen, brother.
Even if it kicks you in the face again, you get back on that saddle. Fuck. Don't you give up. Oh my god. Yeah, I don't know. You just, like you said, like you meet interesting people. You do.
Oh yeah,
it's like even people with like strong political views. Like you get those people who believe in QAnon. Those are the funnest. That's fun as fuck.
I don't know if I'm actually allowed to share this story on here because it's
we can edit it out if it's fucked.
Okay, yeah, if it's fucked up. Okay, so I went to the university for history, so I was wearing my history sweater, and I was working next to one of our machine operators, and he's like, "Oh, you took history? That's interesting." Yeah. Yeah, in the most fucking casual fucking tone ever.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
He just dropped.
So that might have to be edited out.
Yeah, right. Note that down. I probably shouldn't have that part in there.
Holy fuck!
Yeah, just what
did you think the university was like giving you alternate opinions? Like, actually, if you look at the statistics,
he was joking, very clearly joking
oh,
about
okay,
it.
all right,
he
good.
was very clearly joking about it, but it just the way that, like you said earlier, the fucking delivery was so monotone and just like out of pocket. Just I literally dropped the steel I was working with. I'm like, the fuck did you just say to me? Like,
I'm like, that gets you off.
You know what's even better? I've been working there for like 2 weeks. I'm like, I'm not even past my 90 fucking days yet, man. Calm the fuck down.
He took the risk. He goes, this joke will land.
He's like, this kid seems like a good guy.
This will land well with him.
Dude, I had a guy. So I started at my shop at 18, like the new one I'm at. And first guy comes up to me, he's the welding supervisor, and he goes, "Hey man, you like moonshine?" The first day,
Amen, brother.
and then after you hear some guy in the background, he's like, "He's 18," and then after he's like, "Whoa," and walked away right away. Dude.
See you next year.
Yeah, selling illegal alcohol isn't the problem. It's to a minor.
Underage.
Yeah,
Whoa.
yeah.
Whoa.
Moonshine's a fucking scary one because like you could like I'm pretty sure as you make it you can go blind, right?
Oh yeah, no.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking. You can just start a tractor with it though. Fucking pour that shit into a diesel truck. You're good to go, buddy.
Listen, if you could start
It's
like
that
lighting
ethanol.
shit on fire and like starting vehicle, like you know, starting like you're like it started, like you know what I mean?
I'll drink that.
I'll drink
I'll
that.
drink that all day.
Have you ever heard of like the absinthe shit? The absinthe shit's wild.
Oh my god, yeah. It's not like
70% alcohol or
Yeah,
it's like
so-
almost 80%.
I was gonna say, isn't it like 92%, something like that?
It could-
Like, it's
some of it could be like
ridiculous.
that, bro. You could like if you drink enough of it, you could hallucinate
yeah.
and shit. It's fucking crazy.
I'm gonna get
I-
myself a couple bottles of this then.
Oh, dude. One time I
Glad that's legal.
me and my
I mean, if it's legal.
me and my buddy RJ, we got a bottle of it, and we had it for like maybe a solid 2 years because that's how much like people were like, because we would just bring it to events and be like, listen, man, you could try it, but it's not.
It's not for
You're not
everyone.
like I can't even describe to you. Like you would take a shot of it, and you could feel it the entire way, and then it sit in your gut. So we took a shot of this, not the New Year's that just passed, not even that, like 3 years ago. So we take it and we give it to this one guy. He takes it. He sits down. So everyone, you know, Happy New Year. Take the shot. Everyone's like,
Yeah.
you know, saying hi and shit. And like he takes the shot, and right away he just goes, "I'm gonna go throw up."
It's one of those. It's one of those drinks where it's like before it even hits the table, you're like, "Fuck."
Yeah.
Son
Alright,
of
well-
a bitch. All right.
It's like that SpongeBob meme. Well,
All right, I'm out.
You son of a bitch. That one smacks right back.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
Gotta get out of here.
That's not like a bring to like that's not like a party drink. You know
no,
what I
that's
mean?
a
Like,
you are somebody hurt you kind of drink.
Yeah,
Like that's a I don't want to remember
You're
where
going
I
to your
am.
ex's wedding kind of drink.
Yeah.
You want to cause a scene.
Oh yeah.
you
It's
want
like,
to cause
I'm going to ruin this fucking wedding.
I'm going to ruin this for everyone like she ruined my fucking life.
And even better, you're not gonna remember a fucking moment of it.
Nope.
All you're gonna remember is hitting
so
the shot,
rough.
and you're gonna wake up in the back of the cruiser.
It's so rough.
How'd I do?
You're on your way to the station, and he has like, "So how'd I do, buddy?" He's like, "Well, we're looking at 14 charges. If the
That's
other
it?
6 people press, you're looking at about 28." Yeah.
Solid numbers. Solid numbers I put up.
Give me a
number.
number. Give me a number crunch.
Crunch the numbers. How long am I looking at? Fucking long, buddy.
Worth it.
Worth it. Yeah.
Worth it.
Worth it for ruining that bitch's fucking day.
That fucking bitch.
Bring absinthe. Just start pouring it in people's. Do you want absinthe? Like
Don't even tell him.
Tequila?
just switch bottles.
Vodka. Vodka shots. Yeah.
They'd be like, "Why is this hand sanitizer you're putting in here? What the fuck? It burns the entire way down."
Oh, you know, the bride paid for the cheap shit. I don't know.
That cheap bitch.
I didn't see the worst. Anyway, another one.
Then everyone's just like slumped by like after the dinner.
It's like 8 p.m.
Yeah.
See, the one thing I don't get about weddings is like everyone shows up, so you've paid an exorbitant amount of money to be there, anyways,
Yes.
to witness somebody else's happy day. Like, it doesn't even involve you.
It's a crazy culture thing that we
Oh yeah,
do.
and then you show up. You haven't eaten all fucking day because you need to fit into the suit. That like
You gotta look good. You don't want to be bloated.
yeah, your fucking pants are like 1 calorie away from ripping down the seams because you gained weight since the last time you put them on. It happens every fucking time.
Yeah.
And then you sit there for an hour and a half listening to people talk about how happy they are in their marriage. Like, just shut the fuck up and let me. Like,
I'm here to drink, dance, and eat my fucking sorrows. You guys are talking way too much.
like, at least do the speeches after everyone's fucking eaten and they're digesting. Everyone's happy. They can like sit and actually relax. No, fucking for an hour and a half, I'm just sitting there. When the fuck's the chicken gonna get here? I really.
When's the chicken?
Where's the pasta?
It's like, oh,
Why do I care what your roommate from college thinks? Get this
Exactly.
fucking rolling.
because it's everyone and their fucking grandmother's got to make a speech. It's like, oh, I babysat him when he was 5 years old, and then
We're
like,
like, let's hope.
and it's like 30 years later, he invites me to the wedding. It's like, then why the fuck are you making a speech about it? You have nothing to say. Bride, groom, maybe mom and dad from each side. That's it.
My family.
Nah,
at
no
weddings-
speeches.
Yeah.
No speeches.
No speeches.
Oh no, at least a groomsman speech.
No, definitely not.
Oh
No,
yes,
I can't allow.
that's the best part.
I can't allow that.
Yeah. I'd be like, oh, that was illegal.
My friends know my friends know far too much about me.
I'm gonna have a groomsman speech, and then like before the speech is done, she's like, "I'm calling it off."
She's sitting there and just like pulling the ring off.
I'll just be like this. Well, and then after right away, you'll be like, we're done. We're done.
Cutter, shut off. Shut down the mic.
Don't let him speak. He's drinking. He has no filter now. Don't let him speak.
He just comes up. It's like, I'm sorry for ruining your marriage on the fucking wedding night, but
For this next part,
for this next part, I'm gonna have to ask the bride to leave the room. Everyone's gonna have to sign some NDAs.
remember, all this is a hypothetical situation.
Hypothetically,
Dude, my family at like weddings, like we're like the last wedding me and my family went to as like a unit. Like you ever look at your family
As
as
a
a
team?
fucking team?
unit. Oh man.
And we're like, so we all just get shoved into a van. My grandma, like me and my uncle are just in the back trunk, like we're chilling. And so we go to this wedding, and we're like one of the last people to show up. So like guests are just standing at their tables.
Right.
We walk in, and right away, me, my siblings, like everyone's date, we all looked at each other and we're like, "Where's the open bar at?"
Where's the bar?
They point, and I'm like. And I look at the bartender. I'm like, "Are you not serving?" She goes, "No, no one's coming up." And I'm like, "Well, let's get it going."
Fucking,
And then right away.
fucking even better. The bottles are still just fucking hand me the bottle at
Yeah.
this point. Just hand
I'll
the
take
bottle.
two of those from my table. Thank
It
you.
was so fast that like we weren't even like 45 minutes in, and they were just like, "Okay, like,
All right,
we haven't
you're
had
done."
food come out yet."
Yeah.
Like you know what I mean?
Get some bread in you first, and
Yeah.
then we'll fucking continue. Then we'll pretend like you're sober.
Yes.
Yeah.
We gotta at least pretend like you're sober.
We're
You
like,
gotta at least let half the wedding catch up before you continue after the third bottle.
my dad's side's Italian, and it's fucking wild. Every one of those weddings, was
They're
just
huge.
fucking
They're big.
shit faced.
they're big.
It sucks though, because like all of them were before I was legal, and now we're in that like period where it's like you're between all the old people getting married, and the kids are just getting to that age now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're almost there. There's
Yeah.
probably gonna be a wedding in the next year or two, but fuck.
I
It's
gotta
like,
wait for
come
Kate
on.
to fuck up before I
My-
go to my next one.
My one side of the family is Italian too. We got a wedding coming up, and that's gonna be like a 400 person wedding, dude.
Oh yeah, I know.
Their Italian weddings are huge.
Everyone and your grandmother's getting invited.
Yeah.
There's probably gonna be like
Bro,
15
I
in
know
mine.
cousins
You
I
guys
haven't
are
talked to
half
in
of it.
years. I know cousins I haven't talked to in years on the Italian side, and they'll just be like, I'm like, you're getting married now?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
It's like you're
Why
coming to the
don't
wedding.
tell me?
It's like, yeah, you're coming to the wedding. It's like, I haven't seen you in like a decade and a half, but you're sure I'll come and
Your
drink.
family.
Is it-
Absolutely.
When you're
No, no,
near
no,
your
no.
family.
First off, is it an open bar? Yes? Then I'll be
That's
coming.
usually
no?
how I determine
No.
everything. I remember one time my buddy asked me, like, this is my good buddy, and he asked me to go to his wedding. Like, he verbally's asking me, and I'm like, is there going to be an open... That's the first thing I said. I didn't even
Is it
say-
an open bar?
I'm like, is there an open bar? He goes, does that matter? I'm like, it will determine what the answer will be.
It will very much determine how I
As
feel
much as
about
I
this.
like you, yes.
Yeah.
As much as
And then we, it was an open bar, so I showed up. I did attend.
Oh,
I
yeah?
get too fucked up at those weddings, though.
I'm pretty sure the last wedding I went to, we had to leave before midnight.
Yeah? You
Because
had to leave?
the people I was with could not do it.
No? Now, were they just like too drunk, or they just couldn't keep
They
up?
were drunk. Yeah, they were falling over on the dance floor before the.
You ever notice,
Fuck
like,
yeah.
people like that? Like, where it's like, they were good. It's like, let's say you're like 4 drinks in.
Yeah.
And they're good, but it's like once another sip of alcohol
It
hits
hits
their
that
tongue,
fucking...
it just pushes them over there, and you're like, "Hey, what are you talking about?" You know?
Hand me the microphone.
Where are all the single men? I don't know. That's another reason why I love weddings. Just like every single woman in there is just ready to go. Like they're every fucking time.
You know what?
Chase
I'll
Guy
leave it
says
at that. I'll leave it at that. I'm not going to tell that story.
Oh come on! Drop the true story. Come on.
No, we're going to edit that one out.
Then
Probably.
you're gonna have to edit that part out now because everyone's gonna be going back to the episode like, where the fuck was this story? What did I miss?
Oh shit. Oh man, let's talk about the barbecue thing.
Okay, we'll talk about the barbecue. So yeah, our final project for one of our classes is to actually do a fabrication project.
And you built a barbecue?
Yes.
That's sick.
Because I was waiting for the assignment to come out, and it's like fucking coat hangers. It's like a fucking like hanger for a wall. It's
coat
like
rack?
Yeah, not even. No, it's literally just like 2 pieces of metal bent up with a crossbar. And I'm like,
Wow, they had really low standards for this course.
yeah, that's a fucking other issue, but I'll tell that story after this one. But yeah, I'm like, can I build my own shit? And they're like, yeah, absolutely. I'm like, awesome, I'm going to build a barbecue. And they're like, there's no way we're going to pay for that because I want it to be 2 foot long by 2 foot round.
Yeah.
So I went to work and I'm like, hey, can I buy an old barrel off you guys? Because a bunch of old barrels there. My supervisor was literally like, go cut 2 feet of fresh pipe out of the back. I'm like, fuck yeah. Rolled that bitch in. God, it's going to be fucking huge.
Yeah.
Yeah. The
You get to keep it after?
Oh, yeah.
Fucking right.
Yeah, so
He brought the material. Of course he's going to keep it out.
fucking better. I bought all the
Yeah.
material myself. So the first thing we're going to cook on it is a brisket.
Ooh. God
So
damn, dude.
the binder we're going to put on it is a mix of local honey and Dijon mustard with a little bit of Frank's Red Hot sauce.
Oh, okay.
Then on top of it, it's going to be lemon pepper, regular salt pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, Cajun sauce, cooked for 5.5 hours
God
over applewood.
Holy
Can I
shit.
Yes, you
When
I-
is-
you
when
are
is-
both-
what
so,
is-
so
is it?
first off, I got to finish the fucking barbecue. It's getting there. I got to finish first.
Wait, are you going to have the barbecue like at school?
No. I'm bringing it out to my buddy's house.
Okay, all
my
right.
buddy's got property out on Front Road, so
Oh, really?
No,
Yeah.
so
Right.
if it like melts or something, it'll be no one will know.
no, yeah. Well, it's wood fired. It's not going to get that hot in there.
I've destroyed things they said I couldn't.
You're like, watch me.
I've done.
Hold my beer.
I can burn anything.
If I put my mind to it, I can burn it.
But yeah, I didn't realize when I started this project how involved it was going to be because like I realized I got to seal everything. So
Yeah,
I have to
right.
buy like $300 worth of industrial kitchen sealant.
Holy
And then
fuck.
I got to spend 5.5 hours with a full load of wood in there just to sear the inside, so it doesn't taste like sealant.
So like, what kind of like barbecue is it essentially? It's
It-
like
it-
you have chamber for the wood, like for the pallet, like
So it's basically just a big tube,
right.
and then it's got 2 pieces of angle iron on the side for a grill deck to sit on top of, and then it's open space down to the bottom where the wood's gonna sit.
Okay.
So it'll be direct smoke.
Is there like a hatch that you'll have, like a
Yeah.
hatch to access that?
Oh yeah, the front of the tube actually will hinge up. The whole 2 foot round cover is
Oh.
gonna hinge up.
That's sick.
Yeah,
kinda tight as
I'm gonna
fuck.
I'm gonna drill a hole on the top as well to let a little bit of smoke out, but I want it to stay in there a little bit so I get the flavor.
You want the smokiness?
Oh yeah,
bro.
Well, because the next recipe I'm gonna try out is a pork shoulder done in sesame seed oil with wasabi and.
I didn't know you could cook like
Yeah,
this
I was gonna
stuff.
say.
Yeah,
do you have an
I-
interest in cooking? Like,
God, yes, but I could never do it professionally.
why? Why? Because you don't like
Because-
the food industry?
That and also like if I'm cooking something awesome, I want to fucking eat it.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
I could not put my passion into my food and then like send it to somebody else. I
think I've
fuck
heard that
you. You get to
before.
watch me eat.
I feel like I've definitely heard that before, where it's like they can't stand making all this good food for other people because you
Oh,
just
yeah.
want to eat it.
Oh yeah, no, like I
Especially
couldn't
like
do it.
pork shoulder, like
Oh, yeah.
brisket, dude. When you said brisket, I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, but
I don't even know
you,
when the last
you
time
boys
I
are
had
both invited.
Yeah,
you both
I
can
will-
come
I
out.
will
Come
go.
eat free brisket, of course.
especially on like your new fucking barbecue that you
Oh,
built.
Yeah.
Like we can, as men, we'll all stand there
And watch it.
And
watch it,
yeah.
and it's like that barbecue he built. I built.
I like the way he welded this corner. That's good. Good
God, don't look at
application.
God, don't look at the welds. Don't look at the welds.
But like, how long does it take? Like, do you have a certain amount of time?
I've got about 4 weeks left to do it
Okay.
to finish it up, and it's on track to finish.
When did
Hell
you
yeah.
start it?
Oh fuck, probably about a month ago.
Okay.
Because I spent about a good 2 weeks just grinding out the front and back ends to make them somewhat flat. Because when I cut it at the shop, I cut it with an oxy torch and I let somebody else finish the cuts, and they were way the fuck out. So I just sit there with a grinder just bringing them down to relatively flat. I don't want it to seal all the way. I want a little bit of air to come in the front end. So it'll be a little bit of airflow.
Right. Do you like smoke often? Like, do you smoke your meat often and shit like that? No.
No,
This is just something that you've been wanting
Yeah,
to try.
yeah, no, this because like my family is totally against that sort of stuff. Like they don't fucking want to deal with a smoker in the backyard. So they're like, yeah, you need to find a place to put this. I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna put it in my buddy's place.
Your buddy probably don't give a fuck.
Oh no, he's so hype. He's
Yeah.
like, he's
Free
like,
barbecue.
no, yeah, literally, he's like, the only rule is if you're keeping it at my place, I get to use it. And I'm like, well,
that's a
my
fair
only
rule.
rule is if you're gonna use it, I better be invited over. He's like, well, if you're gonna be invited over, you better bring a 2-4. I'm like, of course I'm gonna bring a 2-4. Hell yeah.
Yeah, dude, that's sick as fuck.
Oh yeah.
Bro, that's
sweet.
I don't know what it is too. Like I love that shit, and like I don't eat it enough because I'm just used to like I do like meat like and shit like that, bro. I fucking love all that stuff.
Oh,
like
yeah.
I love it, especially like even burgers just on the barbecue and shit like
Oh,
that.
yeah.
I'm a barbecue man. I love the
Oh, yeah.
barbecue, but like I'm a fucking slut for pasta.
Yeah, really.
Yeah,
Oh god, I think it's because I come from an Italian household, and this is sacrosanct. I can't stand it.
really? What? You're
Now-
gonna piss off
Man,
so
no,
many
that's
Italians.
respectable.
Yeah, no, I've
Dude, pissed off
I've
so many.
alienated half the Italians in the audience.
That's like our whole audience.
Yeah, fuck. Shit. But like, okay, I'll stipulate. If it's an Alfredo sauce or like some sort of different sauce, I really like it. Anything in meat sauce, I can't stand anymore. Because that's all my family.
It's
like,
just the meat stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, because that's all my dad makes is meat sauce.
Okay.
And it's like I've had it for 20 fucking years. I can't stand it anymore. I can't.
He's good at it. He's not going to change it up now.
No, it's great. Don't get me wrong. It's fantastic. But when you've had the same shit for 20 years, it gets old.
Yeah.
You'll lose your palate for it.
Have you ever been to Spagos?
Yes.
You like Spagos or no?
I love Spockers. I'm actually going this Friday.
Are you?
I have
Nice.
a curling banquet. Yes.
Good.
What? You curling?
Nice.
Yes.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah, we just finished our season, so
How'd you do?
we ended up middle of the league. It's a
I
beer-
would've lied and
it's
said top three.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we fucking smoked the competition. Yeah, no. We're a
Call him out. Talk some shit.
Yeah, no. I can't say one bad thing about anybody in our league. They're all really good people.
Yeah.
I love the shit out of them. I've been curling in that league for years. Except, no, we're a drinking league with a curling problem. Is how we phrase it. It's a like, we had a team of teachers that would show up and they would order a picture of beer for every fucking one of the guys, and they would drink it throughout the entire game and then go get more. Like they were shit. I love playing against them because their first two ends, they're actually really good curlers.
Right.
Like they play in a competitive league, so it was a great first two ends. You play a very competitive game, and then like by the third and fourth, you can see it setting in. By the eighth, they can't stand up. They can't fucking throw.
Man, is there anything you don't do? Like shit, you seem like you're doing way
You
more.
cooking, you welding, you curling.
Yeah.
Like curling seems fun.
Oh,
my
yeah.
my Italian grandparents actually used to watch it religiously.
Yeah.
Like every day after school when I would go there, they'd just be watching it. They fucking love that shit, man.
I actually got this shirt at the Briars this year, which is the national finals from the men's.
Yeah.
How you getting shirts from curling leagues?
Yeah, it's the
Oh,
the
shit.
Minion, yeah, it's the
that
Minion
the-
Curling Club.
Is that? Oh, that's what that is.
Yes.
You guys giving out flannel club shirts?
It's fucking phenomenal.
That's
It's so
fucking
comfortable.
That
sick
looks
as
good.
fuck.
I got a sweater as well with the big Dominion
Fuck,
curling
that's
league.
tight.
It's fucking dude. You've never seen a party like curlers. These guys went.
Not a sentence I ever thought I'd hear.
Yeah. Fucking.
That should be the title. Never partied with curlers.
never party with a curler. Yeah. No fucking. I had a friend go up because I only stayed for the days that I went up for the draws, and she stayed for the finals. And I asked her, I'm like, what's it like? 'Cause curling is a more elderly sport. I'll say
Yes,
like
I
the
would
crowd is. It's like golf. The crowd is more elderly. She's like, those old people fucking didn't stop drinking from Friday to Sunday.
Those rich old
Like,
people can
you know,
drink.
they all showed up Friday, got shit faced, watched the Friday game, went out to the club, got shit faced, slept for like maybe an hour, went to the Saturday games, drinking through those games, went to the club afterwards, drank through that, and repeated the process on Sunday. It's like, did you ever stop drinking? She's like, maybe once or twice.
Fuck.
Yeah, no.
I didn't know curlers fucked like that.
Yeah, curlers fuck, man.
Dude, I'm just confident old people can like just handle
Just
it.
hang, yeah.
Like my grandmother and her friends can fucking drink all day and not have a problem, bro. I would have a hard time like keeping up. Like, you know what I mean? I would be need some more water, bro.
Yeah, where'd that
I'll
big
get, I'll
fucker
get
go?
you some
I was,
water.
I was
Well,
trying to do
if
that
you're
subtly,
handing-
but
If you're handing water out, if you're handing water out.
Yeah, I'll get some water all around.
Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah.
But yeah, dude, I don't know what it is with like some even like have you ever seen darts? Like we talked
Yeah.
about the other
Oh,
day.
fucking
shit.
dart tournaments are so funny to
Have you
watch.
been to dart tournaments?
No.
Oh, you
I've
just watch
seen
them?
I've seen them. Yeah.
They're kind of.
I love watching the crowd because everyone's got a fucking drink in their hand. They're not there for the darts. Like maybe 10% of the crowd is there
There
to
for the
watch
darts.
competitively. The rest are there as an excuse to drink, which is great though.
If I was gonna play a sport professionally, that's one I would like to play for.
because you can drink while you're doing it.
No, just because the crowd's more excited. they
Yeah,
hear
they get
someone yell
hyped.
like cheering, they're all gonna join in.
Yeah, they get hyped out there, man.
Dude, I don't even understand the sport. I get hyped. Like
Yeah,
I'm just like, holy fuck.
He made that. He made that throw.
Because like you got to think they just practice that shot all day, and that's hard as fuck. I think
Oh,
because
yeah.
like a lot of people will talk shit on curling
Yeah.
or not curling
Darts, yeah. Well, they
And-
talk shit on curling too.
I mean,
that's
they
fine.
talk shit on curling, but bro, you ever see people sweep like when they're yelling, sweep, sweep, fast, quick? Like, you know what I mean? I'm like, oh my god,
I
that's
feel-
intense.
I skip my team, so I'm the one that's always yelling. So I'm making the call. I feel fucking bipolar.
What do you mean?
Because I'll be watching it come down the ice and I'll think it's light, so I'll be like, "Yep, on it, hard, yep," and then like I'll realize it's way too fast, so I'll start because for me when I call them off, I say "Awe," because it's no one else says it, and there's fucking six other teams yelling at the same time as you, so you really
because
need
you're
your
all
sweeper.
playing, right?
Yeah, you're all playing at the same time, so you need your other team, like
Your
you
teammates
need
to know
your
what
team
you're
to know what
saying.
you're saying.
Yeah.
So that way, yeah, "Awe, hard, yep." Awe, hard, yes. And then, literally, at one point, one of my sweepers just fucking threw her broom at me, and she's like, "Make up your fucking mind." And I'm like, "Nope."
That'd be wild to see in the middle of like a game, like just be
Oh shit! There's a brawl down in the fucking rink.
Yeah, no, I love my team though. They're fucking phenomenal.
It seems like it's a fun because
I just-
everyone. I feel like you have to work together especially in curling.
Oh yeah,
right?
no, it's
It's
very
such a
much, yeah.
team oriented base.
if one person is struggling, the whole team is going to suffer from it. So
yeah,
it's-
but like I'm just saying, like think about darts. Like darts is like solely on you.
oh yeah, no, if you fuck up, you have no one else to blame.
Yeah, you have nobody else.
There's
to
nobody to
blame.
fall back on. It's like, oh, that fucking person. Wait, I'm the
Dude, if
fucking
me and
person.
Chase played curling. Oh my god, it'd
You
be the
fucking bitch!
It'd be the craziest turn of events in curling history. We dress like this. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Come on, Bart. Fuck! Sweep hard.
Can you take us curling?
Yes, I can.
Oh my
sweet.
god.
Okay, I'll have to take you next year though, because they are closing the rink this year.
Whoa.
Actually, we might be losing our rink.
Why?
Yeah, so the city of Windsor wants to redo Roseland,
Yeah.
and they're like, okay, so we're gonna either like rebuild the clubhouse with new curling facilities, or we're gonna tell the curlers to go fuck themselves and put them in one of the spare hockey rinks.
Either we rebuild the whole thing real nice,
Or-
or tell them to go fuck themselves.
And it's like, well, we're the only thing that keeps Roseland profitable through the winter, because you can't golf when there's fucking snow on the ground.
No.
No, people really don't want to curl. Sorry, not curl. People don't want to golf when it's fucking negative 20 out.
I'd rather go to those one of those like fucking indoor ones.
Exactly, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, why are you getting rid of this? Like, we make massive profit for the city over the winter, and they're
Think
just-
of the beer taps.
no, fucking literally, like that's half of the league's profit is fucking alcohol.
Yeah, like there's so many. Especially, I started paying attention to like I don't know it fully. I don't know golf fully, but the reason I started paying attention was because I watched that Tiger Woods documentary.
Yeah,
And I don't know what it was, and I was like, golf looks hard,
that's why I don't play it. It's fucking difficult.
It's
man.
really not.
bro.
bullshit.
I've played golf.
Bullshit.
Let's go.
It's not that
Let's
hard.
leave and go. Like we're
I
gonna
will
go
play golf and show you it's not that hard.
And by golf, I mean mini putt.
Mini putt's hard.
Mini
That is a game of skill. There's no chance. You have to time your fucking little strike.
That's all.
It's all form.
It's all in the form. It's
All in the wrist
little
motion.
With golf, it's just like, how far is it? I could use that driver.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never played golf. I would. Have you played golf?
Oh, I used to. I can't stand it.
You can't.
No.
What do you not like about golf?
How fucking slow it is.
It's real slow.
It's slow.
If you have
Especially-
more than 3 dudes, oh,
Yeah, no, that's what I don't like about it. It's like I'd like to go with like one other person and do it, but at the same time, I'm gonna get stuck behind that fucking the people that have never golfed before in their life,
Oh yeah, that'll be.
and
me.
they're like standing in the middle of the fairway trying to decide what to do. It's like, make up your fucking mind.
use the 9-iron.
you have one job: get the ball moving forward. Keep doing that.
Yeah.
And like curling's a fucking slow sport. It can be very slow at times. Golf is even slower, and I can't stand that.
Yeah, I guess.
I was like, how's curling slow? You just fucking toss a rock down the
But
ice.
like it's all like when they're talking beforehand, right? Like
Yeah.
when I've watched, like they're always like, there's actually like strategy behind.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
you're not just tossing
Oh yeah, no,
a rock.
you have to be playing. You have
just sending rocks.
there's a strategy behind it. You're trying to think through, and it's a very mentally stimulating game. Golf, you just whack a fucking ball.
That's
down
that's why I volunteered to do it.
As the great Robin Williams once said, you whack a ball into a gopher hole. That's
Yeah.
about it.
That's golf. That's the beauty of it.
Yeah, and I don't know, like even watching that documentary, he had like no meniscus, eh? Just from that shot that he had, whack,
Yeah.
like whack. Like when you used to hear that ball, like I was like, damn, he
whacked that shit.
All that anger
Yeah.
came into that ball. Like,
Oh my god.
especially the drive. That's what I
Oh, yeah.
mean. But yeah, with curling though, you can tell like whenever they're talking, they're like there's a whole strategy to
Oh,
it.
yeah.
I mean, I don't understand it because like I had my grandparents try to explain it to me because like the middle. What's
Yes.
the middle? Middle is
The button.
the button.
Yes.
But what does that point was?
50.
Because it
no, no.
eliminates,
So
right?
everything is 1 point. Every rock that counts is 1 point.
Is
Your
1 point.
objective is to get as many rocks as you can closer to the button than your opponent.
Okay.
So let's say Chase and you are playing,
Okay.
and Chase throws 3 rocks closer to the button than your next closest rock that's sitting in the house. He gets 3 points.
Whoa.
He's sitting 3 points. You bank off all his fucking rocks and you sit closer. You're not scoring 1. Chase can go fuck himself.
Oh, damn. Yeah. Okay. I gotta fucking. Maybe I'll pay attention to it because it like I was thinking of it as because I know it's definitely not now. You explain it.
Yeah.
But have you ever heard of like beanbag toss or like cornhole?
Yeah.
Like how when you have bags. So say like me and you were playing. I toss it in the circle. It's 3 points, but
Yeah.
on the board it's 1. So let's say I get in the circle, you get on the board. I only have 2 points now.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. That's how I was thinking of curling.
Okay.
But now that I
Is it like bocce ball on ice?
Essentially, yes.
Okay.
bocce ball?
It's
I played
it's
bocce ball
phenomenal
so
when
long.
I get these chances to literally tell my players, all right, here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna put it in Buddy's living room across the street. Like I want this to go into his TV doing mock Jesus.
Whip that fucking rock down that ice.
Just fuck, because it's like I gotta move like 6 or 7 other rocks. I'm just like, just fucking send it.
Send that
Just send that
motherfucker in.
motherfucker. Or like I have to take the shot and I'm coming down to the other end, and my sweepers are like, okay, what's the play? And I'm like, I'm just gonna hit it as hard as I can. Sometimes I'm like, okay, we're gonna do this. It's gonna roll off of this. So watch the roll. Make sure you're sweeping in. Don't over sweep it because we want to stop before the tee line. Other times, just like fucking send it.
Send her down,
Just
bud.
Send it.
Do you guys
Do you
like,
wear sunglasses?
Oh,
No.
Sorry, I know your question was probably important, but this one was more.
No, that was important.
You're not wearing sunglasses while you're tossing these rocks.
No. I'm not that much of a douche.
I'm just saying, I feel like it might improve your game.
I'd wear like sunglasses during darts inside.
Oh yes.
yeah.
I've seen people do that on tournaments. Like they were wearing sunglasses. Like why?
I'd wear mirrored aviators.
It's like the poker face.
Yeah, the fucking. Oh man, the
Where everyone's-
poker tournaments are fucking phenomenal. I love
Yeah.
those. Like the guys are wearing like masks. They got the sunglasses on now. It's like
There's some people that just get it, dude, with that gambling shit. Because like we had a guy on last week actually, and he big gambling guy. Like I mean,
Yeah.
like he just he won $5,000 off of like it was like yeah actually sorry he won 2,500 off of
2,500.
off a 8 I think it was 8-game parlay $10. He only put $10 and got that back, and then on top of and then he used that money, played blackjack with it, and got $5,000.
God, I wish. I
Like
was that
there's some
lucky.
people that just have it. I
They
mean,
just
that's
have
not
their
obviously. I gotta say, like that's not most people,
Yeah.
right? But it's just like he's like, yeah, it's probably a problem.
If you could turn $10 into $5,000 in a night
Yeah.
gambling, it might be a problem. I mean,
Bro, I've watched people fucking be like I'll be walking out of the casino and they're like sitting down on the ledge or whatever, and they're like, I don't know how to go back to my wife and tell her I've just lost all of her money, and we're like, me and that guy are having 2 different Saturday nights.
yeah.
I won $25 in the slots.
It's like I came out $5 richer, and he's like, we're gonna have to remortgage the fucking house.
I lost the kids in there.
and
She's gonna leave me.
and this is when she leaves me.
And there goes my marriage.
It's like, well, I'm single now, ladies. Single and broke.
I also lost the car.
I think one guy did give his car one time because like they can just go out there and like appraise it, like look at it and be like, it's
Yeah.
worth this much.
That's fucking ridiculous. That can't be legal.
It is.
It shouldn't
It
be,
is.
but
I
There's
know.
a reason it is.
I know. Fuck.
If you're dumb enough to bet your car,
You
deserve
deserve
it.
it. Fuck
yeah.
I
but
mean,
if
yeah,
you
fair
win,
enough.
good on you.
If you win, a nice firm high five.
Nice.
Nice.
It's like why they when you win like the jackpot and slots or whatever,
Yeah.
the first thing they do is come and offer you a drink right away, so you
Oh,
start
yeah.
making bad decisions.
Oh yeah.
You're already.
Well, they also pump the atmosphere with O2, so you're high as a kite.
Yeah, just feeling
that's
great.
why I loved hanging out in there so much.
just fucking living life in the casino,
yeah.
the good old Chino.
Just don't
Dog.
breathe too deeply.
No wonder they don't let you smoke in there anymore.
I just walk around like I don't even gamble.
Yeah.
I don't. I like
You're
it's
like-
The free juice, right?
sure.
That's why.
That's it's the free juice. Yeah. I literally will just walk in there and just walk around.
Yeah.
Like truthfully, I just
Oh,
don't
yeah.
gamble. I just don't gamble. Gambling has like nothing for me.
oh,
It doesn't do anything. It does things for people though. Like you watch people and like you can see it in their eyes.
eyes. Yeah.
You see in their eyes what it does. It's
remember-
such an interesting like addiction, to be honest.
The one time I gambled at the casino, I played War.
Oh, I
And,
know
like,
what you're talking. Oh, I got an
love
interesting
the
story
fucking
after.
the reason I love that is because you're not playing against everyone else. You're playing against the house, and when the house loses, it's fucking great. This guy comes and sits down, and he wins his first hand, and I thought he had just fucking like creamed himself. Like he was, he was so fucking excited about this. I'm like, dude, calm the fuck down. You won like $20. Like, take it easy, man. Oh god.
Me, when I'm up any money, is like, yes!
Because like that, I think War was like a $20-$25 buy-in.
Yeah, something like that.
I didn't
Yeah.
even know they did War there.
It's
Bro,
real
so
cheap. They don't
this-
let you win much.
So like think about that, the $25 buy-in. So I left, and it's my buddy playing at the table. I leave, I go grab like a few drinks or whatever. I come back and I said, "Hey bro, how's it going over here?" No, I left for like an hour and a half or whatever. And he goes, "Bro, it's good. Like I have like $850 right now." And I was like, "Damn, bro, okay." And he was still gonna play, so I was like, "Okay, whatever." I left. I come back like another hour or whatever later, and I'm like, "What are you up now?" And he goes, I cash out at $245.
Yeah, fuck
So
it.
he was like up by like that much, but then it
and you just
slowly
fucking
started-
dropped on
yeah.
you.
See me, I would have been like, I would have had the $25, got to 240, and I'd be like,
Yeah.
okay, like,
Yeah, no,
I probably would have got to 100.
Yeah, no,
and
I got to 200 and I'm like, I've had way too much to drink. I should probably stop now.
Probably get out of here.
Yeah, it's like, all right, I'm up.
alcohol is definitely like one of those things where it's like, come on, it's not that bad. Like it's like what did you
Half
call
my
it?
paycheck.
What did you call it the one time? I thought it was so funny. It's like you haven't reached the there's no repercussions for my actions yet. Like
God, I almost spit all over your mic. That was great.
he goes, you haven't reached the point of drunkenness where, oh my god, my actions
Have
will
consequences.
It's so funny.
Oh, shit.
It's true.
Once I take this last shot, there are no repercussions to my actions.
I fucking used to love waking up and being so hungover. I'm just like, all right, who do I need to text and apologize? Like, I already fucking know I've done something wrong.
Back
It's
in the
like,
day, every
fuck.
time I'd go home from downtown, immediately I'm texting Jake. How was it?
Yeah, fucking how bad was it on a scale of 1 to fucked?
How many calls do I need to make right now?
Do I need to get a lawyer involved?
Yeah. Do I need to start? Do I need to line some shit up?
Yeah,
Legalize?
fuck it.
Like,
Dude, fucking downtown's gotten so bad though now.
downtown's terrible now.
You know, I had 3 buddies get jumped outside of Wild Child.
Yeah,
Just
it
out
sounds
of Wild
like-
Child?
Yeah, fucking they'd just walked out, they had turned, and there's
Just
that
recent?
like, yeah, very recent, like within the last month or two.
Oh fuck.
Shit.
Fucking, you know, there's that little like, I don't even know how to describe it. It's like this. It's kind of nice. It's got like lights in it and shit. Like right next to Wild Child, that little alley
Oh,
there. The alley they've done up there.
Yeah, I can't
It's
think
such
of
a
what it's
weird
called.
alley, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They got like restaurants in there. and
Yeah,
they
yeah.
were walking on that alley, and fucking 2 dudes came out with knives and bumped them. Fucking, thankfully they beat the shit out of them. No one got hurt, but
Yeah.
well,
There-
other than the 2 dudes with the knives, they got pretty roughed up. But
it gets weird now. It gets so weird down there.
I don't
now.
miss it. I don't
I
miss
did
it
like
at all.
I think a lot of stuff changed. To be fair though, I don't think we were like okay. Listen, we had a good time, but we were like I feel like especially when me and him were going, we were never like the guys to go and pick fights with people. Like we're not
Yeah.
doing that
No,
shit.
we went to a bar.
to dance.
We went to
Yeah.
dance. We went to a bar at like 9:30 and didn't leave that area till 2 a.m.
Yeah.
And then immediately like got in the car and left.
yeah, fucking just get out.
But we would watch dudes fight. We'd be like, "That was crazy."
That was
Anyways,
wild.
we're gonna get out of
Yeah,
here.
that's the thing though. It used to be like if you were beefing with someone because you knew who they were, you had
Yeah.
an issue with them, and you just beefed it out. That's fine. Now it's just they'll beef with you for no reason. They won't even fucking have the courtesy to tell you they're gonna beef with
Yeah.
you. They're gonna come up behind you and break a fucking bottle over the back of your head.
Yeah,
That's not very chill.
No,
No, it's
That's
not.
not
It's honestly
super
not
chill.
very chill.
No.
And it's like you also have people that where they get so like passionate about like oh my boy's fighting, and then they feel like they need to get in.
Yeah.
And it's like it's interesting listening to my dad like talk about fighting like back when they were going out and versus now. It's like my dad used to be like, if you just had a problem with another individual,
Yeah.
like their friends wouldn't get in, you
Yeah.
wouldn't get like us wouldn't get in.
Exactly.
You just let them handle it, and then
Yeah.
that was it.
Yeah.
Like that was like you let them fight. Once the dude falls to the ground, that was the end of it.
Yeah.
Now you have like so many videos. Like, bro, one time we went downtown, we watched this kid get like knocked, and they're all hammered, right? Like,
Yeah.
that's the crazy thing too, watching people that are hammered drunk fighting, because it's first of all it's the sloppiest fighting you'll ever see in
Oh
your
my God,
fucking
yeah.
life. You would think they're in like round 5.
Yeah.
The way they're fucking
They're through one kick, they're tired.
They're like,
Yeah.
oh fuck.
but like this guy completely missed completely missed the dude, and he tried to like act like he was walking away, so he pretended to walk away,
Oh,
and
that's
went
the
like
worst.
and went like this, completely missed. So when he put his arm back, as he pulled his arm back, his hands were down, and the guy fucking smoked him right in the jaw, falls. That dude doesn't even continue hitting him anymore. Like that dude stopped once he punched him once and knocked him out. It's the kid behind, some fucking shorter kid behind him starts kicking his face in.
Yeah, he wasn't even like That guy was not involved in the fight.
Wait, at all.
And then walked up and goes, I'll get this guy.
I-
I'll get this guy right here. I'll take care of it.
I swear to God, like it was crazy because then we just left. Like that's just how we'd leave. But we would never get into anything like that. That's why it's so interesting to hear how many problems I'm not saying like, maybe it's just I had luck. I'm not saying there's not the option like I could go down there and run into a problem, which I've had like altercations with people, but just like words.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's like usually you could de-escalate situations. The problem is, especially I don't know if like what you think on this. When we were shut down for 2 years, you had kids turn 19 and like 20 in the house.
Yeah.
Like they never drank out in public. No. So like now you have these kids that are pre-gaming. Well, now they pre-game too fucking hard.
Yep.
And they're too fucked up. Like there's like one time I did that where I pre-gamed too hard. I got there and it was like not even 12 yet, and I had to go home. I knew I had to go home. I was like, okay, man, I'm not gonna be able to hang. I'm done. But like these kids are getting there, and we're getting there at like 9:30, 10 o'clock. And they're fucking falling on the dance. They're puking at fucking 10:30.
Yeah,
like, it's crazy.
It's ridiculous. Yeah, no, they don't fucking, the kids nowadays don't know how to fucking.
They don't know how to hang.
The 19-year-olds do not know how to fucking hold their alcohol.
They don't know how to hang.
Like, I went to Bull and Barrel a little while ago, and just all the fuck boys that are like throwing up, fucking spilling their drinks, can't stand up, and like, it's 11 o'clock, guys. Like, calm the fuck down.
It's interesting.
At least we were never that.
I'm so glad we were never that.
I was never that either.
To be honest, we were like we just solely went out there. Like people don't believe. I'm not even kind of joking. People don't believe us when we say that because everyone thinks we're fucking around. I'm like, I'm not joking.
Nah, we
like,
were there to dance. Usually, if we weren't going downtown to do it, that's just what we were doing at my house.
Yeah.
We were like, let's do it with an audience.
Yeah. And the thing is, we could
make somebody watch
when
this.
you see us in the club and like if we seen a certain DJ that we're like, oh, let's get to the fucking bar. Like, you know what I mean? We get to a bar. We'd hydrate. It's funny. We had to sing though. It's like everyone would be sweating, dancing. So you're busting it down, dancing, sweating, and then someone would just look at someone and be like, "We need a round, right? Everyone needs to get hydrated.
We need to hydrate up. Vodka water,
and we would get like a mixed drink and a shot. Drink it, pound the fucking mixed drink, slam it back out there.
You fucking send it back.
To just dance for another 20 to 25 minutes. Take a piss, because now you've broken the seal at that point. So now you're pissing every 25 minutes, and then you're
now that's in the cycle.
Yeah, exactly right. Fucking
now it's a rotation. It's like a rotation from bathroom, drinks, dance. Bathroom, drinks, dance.
Bathroom, drinks, dance.
And you just start the cycle. I honestly prefer to go to like one of the pubs, like Kildare or Thompson, that's off the main strip.
Yeah.
With my buddies, because you can have a conversation, get a few drinks, listen to some live music. Great time.
I feel like you have less problems there.
Oh, so much less problems. Because nobody's there to get fucked up.
I go and see like a lot of live bands now too. Like my buddy does that. Goes to a bunch of bars and does that, and I find that way more enjoyable.
It's so much more enjoyable.
Especially because you can see people that you haven't seen in a while, and everyone's like reasonable there. Like not everyone's like fucking just.
Let's take 5 tequila shots back to back.
Dude, I actually like not even like I want to say 2 weeks ago, my buddy played at a bar. He got done playing. It was like 1 o'clock in the morning still, and the guys wanted to still hang out. So like, why don't we try a club? We haven't tried a club in a while. We go in. We weren't even there for like half an hour. I'm like, bro, we gotta go. And he's like, yeah, this is not like, because even the bathroom situation's just fucked. Like, listen.
What do you mean?
Just like I went down like to go to the bathroom.
Where were you?
Primary.
Okay, all right.
And I go down there.
That'll explain it.
Yeah. And there's just so many dudes on that bottom floor and so many dudes in that bathroom. Like, I don't know if you've ever been in the bathroom at Primary, but it's not like...
It's not an open space.
It's not like... like, it's one urinal and one toilet.
Oh, fuck.
And
why are there always just a gang in the fucking bathroom?
So there's 2 dudes, like, obviously using whatever. And then there's 4 dudes in there, which it's already tight. So, like... They're all just standing there like this waiting for like, can you imagine you're pissing out the urinal and some dude's like on your back?
Any chance you're done there, boss?
I had my buddy Pat would get sometimes so drunk at the club. Like I'd be pissing at the urinal and he'd like come next to me and be like, the fuck is going on here?
What do you got going on over here?
Hey.
Oh, shit.
Nice cock.
I think if Pat said that to me, I wouldn't know what to do.
Scooch over, we're going to share, buddy.
You got room for one more in here?
That was like, can I tell you? I laugh at this one. So
before you tell the story, it's okay if we use the washroom.
Oh my God, yes,
let's take a break.
I feel so much better now
Oh,
that I got that
so
out.
much more.
Does this
refreshing.
story involve Pat urinals
Yeah.
or all the
Pat
above?
urinals.
Pat and urinals?
Pat and urinals, because this is him trying to be a wingman.
Okay.
So yeah. So one time he goes,
Why at the urinal?
Yeah. This is gonna be entertaining.
it's just like, so one time he goes, I think I'm gonna be a wingman for you, for like that girl over there. And I was like, listen. I was like, you really don't have to. And he's like, no, I insist. I really do insist. And I'm like, okay. And he goes, so I asked her after what he like ends up saying to her, but essentially what he was saying was he goes up to her and he goes, hey, see that guy over there? And after she goes, yeah. He goes, one time we were both at a urinal, and one time I was like, Jake, you got to put your snake back in the cage, man. And he goes, because when he pulled out his dick, he goes, I felt it hit my foot. and then he looked at me like this after that.
I got you, bud.
That's
That was him. That was him being a wingman.
And you're telling me that didn't work?
How could that possibly have not worked?
Yeah, I
How the
don't know.
fuck did that not
I gotta
work?
rethink my whole wingman game if that didn't
Like,
work.
wow, you're really setting expectations here, right?
Don't write a check I can't cash, dude. Like, fuck.
Like, why are you fucking?
I love my buddies when they try to wingman for me when they're like, oh yeah, he's got a 6-pack, he's got a 12-pack. I'm like, don't fucking say shit you know ain't true.
You're just making shit up over there.
it's like, dude, fucking appreciate the effort. This was going great before you got here.
Yeah,
I've only ever been a successful wingman to Jake over there.
Yeah.
I've never failed.
Bullshit.
So he's like not wingman, but he's like taken hits.
Oh, you've taken the check, eh?
Gotta do what you gotta do. Dogs gotta eat.
Dogs gotta eat. Yep, there it is.
I can't even fight. Oh my god.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, but yeah, sometimes when your friends just stay out of shit, it's
Yeah.
like way better.
It's like, okay, I'm doing great without you.
Yeah.
Please stop.
Yeah, fuck off.
Because you're just gonna make it worse or steal the
Has your
fucking girl.
friend ever been talking and you're like,
All the fucking time.
What are you saying? I embarrassed you in public?
no.
I would understand it.
It's never him. It's just, it's always like, I love my friends to death, but it's just sometimes when you're fucking, you do some shit and you're just like, you're sitting there and you got to be the way, like, you're at the ass end of it. Cause sometimes I'm not even hammered yet.
Yeah.
For me to not care. You know
Right.
what I mean? So it's just like, all right, let's move on from this. Like, you know what I mean?
Okay, next thing.
Next thing.
Next topic. Haha.
Like, hey, how about we don't bring that up right now?
It's like maybe not yet with this person. Like
Or
I'm
they
trying to get them to like me first
Yeah,
before they realize
and
I'm
then
a
they
complete
just
fucking ass.
Bring the most embarrassing story. They're like, do you want to hear the most embarrassing story of this kid of ever you've never met before?
Yeah,
You're like,
Tell you when he pissed himself in 3rd grade yet?
You're like,
Nope, we're
thanks.
still on names.
we haven't even got to favorite colors.
I actually literally just had this conversation with a chick. Like how
Favorite
much,
colors?
Favorite colors?
No, how much I fucking despise the dating app culture. It's like you go through the same process with every person. Like, what's your name? Your favorite color? Blah blah. Like it's the cookie cutter fucking questions. It's just
Yeah.
like, God, it just feels so forced.
It's also like, you brought that up, but it's interesting because I think it's also, you have so much access to so many more people.
Exactly.
Like
Right?
it's kind of crazy to think about because it's like, what about if you did, like, let's say you find somebody on Tinder, let's just say, and you end up hanging out with them, but it's like the one like unit thing that like bothers you about them. You're like,
Yeah.
well, I could just fucking
no.
see who else we got going on.
Why do you spell it like that? Get out of here. No.
too many fucking people are like that. Where it's like, if there's one little thing wrong, I got options.
if the person isn't like perfect?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Which
essentially.
none of us fucking
No,
are.
no one
Nobody's
is.
fucking
I mean-
perfect. I mean, yeah. The
Exceptions.
mustache should be a bit more full, I think.
I'm
but
working on it.
yeah, it's a work in
It'll
progress.
come with time.
It's construction, man. I don't think you're allowed to shave there.
No.
There's 3 approved facial hairs. Clean shaven, getting there, full beard.
Yeah. No in between shit. None of that in betweener.
You ain't shaving a mustache and going, this is it.
But I think it is crazy though. Like I actually had a conversation with a fucking teacher not that long ago about like her students and stuff like that. How social media and the access to all these people, like it's kind of, it was wild to me. Like the conversation we were having, I was like, damn, I didn't even think of that, bro. She's like talking about kids in her class doing like fentanyl and shit. Like she teaches grade 7s and 8s.
What? You gotta at least wait till 9th grade before you start
Are
hitting
you
Betty.
fucking kidding me?
Like, and I was like, really? Like, and she goes, I deal with like students like that, like on a regular basis. Like, kids don't like show up. She goes, everyone's vaping. Every kid in the school is
everyone and their
vaping.
mother's vaping now.
Yeah, and then it's like, I'm like, damn, because I should also clarify. She's like, she deals with like kids that come from like not the best homes and stuff like that specifically. So it was like interesting just to hear her like talk about that, because she's like, you could call the parents, but the parents don't even care.
Yeah.
Like they don't give a fuck that their kid's like missing because of drugs and shit.
It's like, hey, we caught your kid doing fentanyl in the bathroom. Shit, do they still have some more on them? Like,
That son of a bitch stole my fent.
God, that's just so
my
sad.
friend.
Fuck.
It is. It honestly is, because I was like, really? And she goes, even, bro, I forget. Someone was telling me this. It wasn't this teacher, but it was like this girl who has like a younger brother, like also in 7th, 8th grade, and they say like, dude, I don't like is this the access that they have to people where they just Snapchat everyone so randomly, and the Snapchats they get back is crazy. She's like, they're like fucking in grade 6 and shit like that. I'm like, god damn, bro, they were doing way more than whatever the fuck we were doing for a while.
Yeah.
Like it's just the amount of access you have, especially when I was talking to that teacher. She goes, I think the biggest downfall we've ever had is giving people unrestricted access, especially young kids, unrestricted access to the internet.
It's on the parents 100%. Like,
Yeah.
you need to
That
police your
shit
fucking
fucked
kid.
me up.
Right?
No, it
I
kind of.
guarantee you that shit fucked me
Oh,
up.
for sure.
beyond
Well, we were
repair.
kind of the generation that kind of got guinea pigged.
We
for
were
it.
like right on the cusp of first like unrestricted access to all information on Earth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, especially because when we were young, I would see like videos that are like horrifying. I mean,
Yeah.
like,
Just on like the front page of YouTube.
yeah.
Just beheadings.
Fucking, the Nashville shooting was just on fucking YouTube.
Yeah.
The
What?
fucking body
It
cam.
was?
The whole body cam footage.
Well, okay,
The body cam footage,
Yeah, the
okay.
body was censored, but you see them take the killing shots.
Yeah.
You see like
The two
it's
officers
blurred, yeah, but
Dude.
you see her body jerk at every single
Yeah.
It's just
shot.
and certain kinds of people, like people were making memes out of the corpse the next day.
Yep.
Fuck.
It's just like, come on, man.
It's like we've become so desensitized as a society, just to the amount
It's
of
almost like a
violence.
default thing for some
Yeah.
people. Is like,
It's their coping mechanism.
it's so, because we remember when we were bringing up like 4chan and 8chan, where he like, you know that stuff.
Yeah, oh,
Where
yeah.
It's like Chase said it the best. Like, I think it's seriously one of my favorite things he's ever said on here. Where he goes, "If you were going on 8chan, you are not a good person."
No.
like
You're not in the right of
Yeah.
the situation you're trying to be in.
yeah,
No.
because that shit's
Like
like
4chan is just you're just on the edge. You're on the very
you're not a
cusp.
great person, but
you're not great,
like
but you're not
on a watch list.
you're not on the next step. You're not getting banned off 4chan.
Yeah.
yeah, dude. I don't know. That shit's wild though, because even I remember when I was younger, bro. I was like seeing beheadings.
Yeah.
Like
That's
as
what
a,
I mean, bro.
like as a young kid.
Who in this room has seen One Guy, One Jar?
No.
I actually never like. Remember we were talking about that with Pat.
I'm sorry for your loss.
I never seen any.
never
of those.
seen it?
Like none of those.
You are a lucky.
I
I saw
wanted
Two
to.
Girls, One
Seen
Cup.
One man, one screwdriver.
Hell
No.
yeah.
I don't want to.
Yeah, two kids
No.
in a sandbox. They wrap it in sandpaper.
I'm gonna fucking throw up. Jesus.
I think I was like 12.
Oh my god.
What? It's just. I don't get what have we done wrong? What have we done so wrong? I mean, I know the answer,
So
but
many things.
like where
So many things.
we
Especially even like kids even like interacting with each other, because like they technically are interacting in the sense of like, you know, everyone has like a PlayStation or like some piece, like in the sense of like game
Yeah.
wise, like right, you're still connected to people, but you're also not connected to people.
Yeah.
Because it's weird, because like we could FaceTime,
Oh.
like the fact that we're having a conversation, sitting down having a conversation, this is like interaction,
Yeah.
right? But if like I feel like I'm not even talking to somebody even when I'm talking to them through FaceTime.
Oh, yeah, I
like
know.
it's so fucking
because
crazy.
it's the illusion of an actual conversation, actual connection, but you're essentially talking to a metal box.
Right. Because like don't you ever notice too in like FaceTime, you're never really looking at FaceTime.
No.
Like you're always like everyone's always like looking around doing other
Yeah,
shit.
doing something else while you're FaceTiming the
Yeah.
other person, right?
it's
It's like there's something intimate about an actual face-to-face conversation with somebody. Like there's just something different. There's an actual connection there.
Right.
You're talking to a real human being. I mean,
Right.
I'm a cyborg, so it
Yeah.
doesn't count.
Right.
but-
Well, yeah.
I'm not even sure I'm real.
yeah, exactly.
There's days
I'm
where
gonna
you
be
wake
real.
up.
I don't know.
I'm the NPC.
I'm pretty sure I am.
Fucking, I go to a school with a guy we're convinced an NPC, man. Like he just,
That he is.
yeah, just the way he acts is just,
That's
it's
not,
coded.
that's not a real motherfucker over there.
I find funny like the
guy's a
videos
plant.
that people will be like, and he's like, I seen this video where he goes, I'm convinced like no one in Walmart's real. And he just
Walmart
starts,
people are the best.
and he just starts screaming. So this guy just walks by, he goes, ah! Like, that's it. And he goes, look, no one's gonna do anything now.
Nothing
Nothing
No one's gonna do shit.
No one's gonna do
Fucking
nothing now.
The guy won't even bring this up ever again.
No.
Yeah, I also seen like we're talking about fucked up videos. I seen a fucked up video the other day. I actually seen it and then watched it again today because it just came up on my feed, and it's just like this guy's standing there. This guy, one homeless dude, just sitting on the street. I think I want to say it was in Seattle or Philadelphia, maybe one of those. And he,
Both good guesses.
yeah, and he, so the guy's just standing there and he's like taking forever to like load this gun. He's like sitting there, and the guy's videotaping him, watching him try to load this gun.
Yeah.
So he finally got the magazine and cocks it back, and just like doesn't even, it's not even talking to this homeless guy, and then just pops him, like clear as like I mean the video was so clear, dude. And it was like,
we are fucked as a society.
bro, that just came up on my feed. That was, and it wasn't
Instagram.
even like a warning, like, hey, this may be like sensitive content or whatever. Like, it was just that I didn't like, and especially the first time I watched it, I didn't even know what it was gonna be. So I'm like, what the fuck is this dude doing? He goes, that guy has a gun in his hand, and the guy that's taking the video is talking, like he's narrating what's happening. And he goes, he finally just took the mag out, loaded the mag, and now he loaded it in. Oh, he cocked it back. Oh my god, he just killed him.
You just fucking killed this guy.
If you see a homeless man with a gun, why is your first instinct to go,
Why are you not
Yep.
calling somebody?
Yeah, exactly right.
Right?
this
That's-
is going to look
I-
awesome on my
I
Instagram?
fucking
Why did you not call?
hate.
It
when-
was a minute and a half video.
Oh yeah, I fucking hate when there's like a bad accident or something, and everyone's standing with their fucking phones. It's like, has anyone gone to check to see if these people are okay? Like, are they still breathing?
Or call.
Or call the cops at least, right? Like,
Yeah. It's just like
No, it's just-
well, it's even like fighting too. Like I remember actually I had this one guy that I used to hang out with way back in the day. This guy was a tough motherfucker. Like
Yeah.
I mean like he will put your face through a fucking wall if it meant like it hurt you.
Yeah.
And one time he watched this kid get knocked the fuck out, and it was like the most sympathetic I've ever seen this guy. So as the guy gets knocked out, the kid that got knocked out was getting his head booted in. So he goes over top of him and starts covering his head. So the guys stop kicking his fucking head.
Yeah.
And he goes, and the guys that are kicking him are like, what the fuck are you doing, man? He goes, you got him.
yeah,
Like, he
he's
said,
done.
He
Yeah,
goes, you got him, man. Like he's KO'd on the fucking ground.
Yeah.
And he goes, fuck you, kicked my buddy in the face. And I just said, I looked at the guy and said, that was a mistake. And this guy beat the fucking brakes off this dude.
Yeah.
I mean, just started wham, 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 wham. And then I remember me and my other buddy had to fucking grab him. We're like, bro, you got to stop. And then like, you ended up actually getting in trouble for that. Like serious trouble for that.
Oh fuck.
But it was like, bro, there's some guys where it's like it's like it takes one wire. It's almost like it's crazy. Cause like I've seen like a lot of dudes like fight. Like that motherfucker, when it just came to that, it was like all violence. Like it was like all violent. Like I've watched MMA and UFC a lot, and I would be way more fucking scared of that guy.
Yeah.
Than fucking getting in one of the rings with one of those killers, dude.
Fuck, man.
Because they are all killers.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, they are. But I'm with you. I'd rather jump in a ring with them than fight
Yeah.
a guy on the
that
street because in the ring, there's a code of honor. They're like, if you're down, they're not going to keep going after you.
Yeah.
The only time they go after someone when they're on the ground is they haven't realized that he's unconscious, but the moment they realize he's out, their hands off.
And usually the refs are pretty good with that, right? You got
Oh, yeah.
a referee in there.
Exactly.
Like you knocked the fucking guy out.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Like that's how it used to be. The old days of street fighting. It's like, okay, the guy hits the ground, he's done. And if you're the guy that got his ass knocked on the ground, don't get back up and keep swinging because you're gonna get your shit kicked in.
You
again.
already lost, bro.
Yeah, you're done. Take it like a man, accept it, walk off. Now you're just fucking. I've seen people get their fucking teeth knocked out, like Detroit Smile.
Oof.
Just put right against the curb and kicked in the back of the head. All their teeth
it's
come
It's
out.
called a curb
Stomping.
stomp. Yeah.
It's called curb
Detroit-
stomping, yeah.
Detroit Smile. Haven't
Detroit
heard
Smile,
that
yeah.
one.
I never even heard that one either. But that also was a wild move, too.
Yeah, I know.
Be like,
Who was like, this will do it. This will get my point across.
your dental bill is going to be fucked.
Next time, don't spill your fucking beer on me.
And like a lot of those,
I don't know if that's an appropriate response.
but you could de-escalate a lot of those situations, especially when it comes to like spilling drinks. Like, bro, I'll buy you another one.
Yeah, exactly right. Just be.
I'll buy you another one, bro. Relax.
Here's the problem. It's a lot of it's the young people, like you were saying, that grew up drinking at home during COVID. They don't know proper etiquette.
Yeah.
They were
We
never
said
taught
the same shit. They don't know drunk etiquette. That's
No.
really it.
Exactly right. This is actually going to tie back into the whole connectivity thing. All they've been raised on is the internet. They don't know how to have a real human interaction
I feel like I can't talk to, like, especially some of my younger cousins. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like I just can't talk to them.
because they don't know how to communicate.
Yeah.
All they know how to communicate with is through technology. So
Through
actually having a
memes.
face-to-face or memes, yeah.
Yeah.
An actual face-to-face conversation actually produces anxiety in them. They get anxiety attacks from having a interaction with somebody.
Great. Now I can finally relate to the youth.
Finally.
Yeah, I don't know. That shit's, I don't know. That's going to have some major fucking problems.
I've asked this question before, man. Like, if you have kids, when would you give them a phone? Like, when would you let them have access?
Grade 9.
Grade 9?
No. Before that, you're not getting on the internet.
I feel like
They'll
even,
know what it is.
even then, man, like, it's kind of just like, fuck.
Yeah.
You're only 15.
Yeah.
I think you could still
The reason-
teach them, though.
Yeah, the reason at that age though is because like, okay, they're gonna start hanging out with friends more. They're going out. I need a way for you to get a hold of me or the police,
Yeah.
preferably me.
But then I think about, like, man, but won't my kid just be ostracized? Like, if he's not part of that,
Is it necessarily a good thing though, right? To be part of that crowd.
not being obviously has detrimental effects, though,
Oh, yeah.
for the rest of their life.
Yeah.
Like, if they don't know how to connect with people of their own age, they're not going to be able to connect with everyone else.
Right.
either.
That does make sense.
Because it's such a weird situation that we're trying to navigate. Because
Yeah.
like you don't know what you're gonna do.
No.
Because like you can say that it was definitely a fumble. Like I didn't get like I had an iPod and shit, but I didn't get an actual phone until I was in high school, like grade 9. You said like I actually graduated grade 8, and then I got a phone.
Yeah, that's when I got it as well.
Yeah, but I had just like an iPod for a long time. But even then, it's like, whew.
Yeah, even that was access to the internet whenever I wanted.
Right.
yeah.
Because like I look at like what my younger cousins are doing. So like right now he's only like 7. Yeah, 7, and he just watches like Minecraft videos. Like that's just simple. That's like harmless essentially. But like
How rapidly does that change?
how
right?
rapidly does that change, right? Because like especially a young boy like that, as they're like 7, 8, 9, now you're getting into like where they find different interests, and then it's like, okay, well, what's this lead? Like, let's say you were into BMXing,
Yeah.
but like, how many BMX videos are there of like people getting injured? I show them constantly on here
Of like them
of
getting
just
injured.
people getting like injured and shit.
Yeah.
But then it's like, that kind of like, because that could kind of fuck. I think like injuries do happen, but I think at a young age, seeing like people snap arms and fucking like that will fuck with
that
their
will
psyche a
that
bit.
will fuck with their head in
Yeah.
some way.
Because then it gets deeper though, because
Yeah.
it's like, oh, if that was bad, and constantly feeds get like, because I swear sometimes I think algorithm will like test you, like to see how far they can push it before you're like, bro, I gotta fucking
I gotta stop doing this.
yeah, I gotta stop fucking watching this.
They
shit.
haven't even come close to my limit yet.
Dude,
I'll
like,
beat any algorithm.
Bro,
you
I
throw at me.
watched I watched a video today of a guy getting electrocuted to death.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Like one of the ones where like they touch a live panel or something.
Like this guy was just trying to get away from cops, and he climbed up like one of the towers there, and the box and shit like
yeah.
that. He was sitting on it,
And
he
it
just
grounded.
was just sitting on it, and all of a sudden he just blew up,
Yep.
Yeah.
and like he
Just-
was just hanging from the wires. He was dead, like
Yeah, just
dead.
gone. Yeah, there's nothing you can do about it.
Right. And also, the video that was on, like that was a kid's school bus. So some kid took the video. You can hear the
Shit.
kid talking in the background, like, I just got all that. Like, it's a little kid.
Yeah.
He goes, I just got that all on video.
Isn't it kind of weird that like basically 12-year-olds, to give a general age, are seeing things that were previously only for like war veterans,
Yeah.
like horrors that only war veterans would see. Now 12-year-olds are like, I just saw 9 in less
Yeah.
than an hour.
They have it on demand.
Mm-hmm.
They can view whatever they want. And
Literally watching a war.
yeah, I'm fascinated to see what psychologists come out with the next 20 years for studies. It's like, okay, did this become an addiction for these people? It's like, okay, did they become so desensitized to it that they just went for more extreme things to feel something? Because like, I've seen so many people decapitated, blown up on electrical lines, fucking just beaten to a pulp in the streets. That's normal now for me.
Yeah.
And how's that going to affect their development, right? Like they get so desensitized to violence and just evil.
Do you think it would make us more violent?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, because
Right?
of like how you don't have sympathy or anything.
Well, it's how we're biologically formed, right? If we're put in a more violent situation, humans will adapt to their environment. So if they have more natural stresses like seeing violence, your body will have a biological reaction to it. It's like, okay, I'm living in an environment where the stress level is high. You will naturally become more violent. You will naturally become more reactive.
Right.
And we're seeing that now, where it's like kids. My neighbor used to be a principal. SK kid was told, hey, like, you can't have your snack out right now. It's not snack time. He beat the teacher.
What the fuck?
Yeah, he grabbed a fire truck, waited till she turned around, and beat her with it
Dude.
because he thought it was normal.
That
He
is
thought
crazy.
he thought that was a normal reaction.
That's a valid
Bro,
response.
if I was a kid and I laid my hands on another adult,
Oh God!
holy fuck, I would pray to God that my dad didn't find out.
Yeah, no, because
Oh my
dad
goodness.
my dad would have put hands on.
My
It's
dad,
like-
I would have came back a brand new man.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh, yeah.
I would've-
paralyzed, badly bruised.
Bro, if I like that's I don't know, that's weird. Because even when I was talking to that teacher too, she did a thing where she said, you guys are all so addicted to social media, and there was like, you know, the kids were talking back.
Yeah.
She goes, everyone, I want you to pull out your phones and look at your screen time. What's everyone's daily average screen time? Now, I talked about this a while back.
Mm-hmm.
I said mine was getting up to like 3.5, 4 hours, and I didn't like that. Like, I
Yeah.
thought that was, I'm like, nah, that's way too much time to be on my phone. So now I do cut it down to like an hour and a half a day.
Okay.
Like, I don't go past that daily
That's
average.
phenomenal.
Usually I don't. Sometimes if I'm like texting stuff for the podcast, I'm on a little longer, but she pulled it out. She said her class average was like 8 hours and 20 minutes. That's a shift.
yeah, that's a whole shift.
She said her highest student had 9.5 hours.
Yeah.
That means those kids aren't sleeping though, essentially, right?
No.
Like, think about that.
They
They're
physically
getting off
can't.
school and then they're literally not sleeping. They're just
They
on.
could also just be on it in school.
Yeah, but you're not. I don't. She was saying in like her class you can't be, but I don't know.
No,
I guess how much you're right. How would teachers know? Essentially,
Yeah.
right?
See, I had that problem in elementary school, but with books. I would read constantly. They
Nerd.
Yeah, fucking right, man. Dude, I read through the entirety of Shakespeare in grade 7. All right.
That's just why.
Oh,
Could
See?
be anything else.
Yeah.
The thing about what I just said, I said kids are doing fentanyl.
Yeah.
in grade
No,
7.
yeah. Fucking right. Yeah.
Those are two
Very different things.
like-
Yeah. It's
Listen, you're doing fentanyl in the 7th grade.
like- yeah.
Are you getting bullied because you're doing fentanyl?
No.
I would bully kids that are doing fentanyl. I would. I don't bully. I didn't bully no kids, but if I heard a kid was doing fetty, I'd be like, heroin? You doing heroin already, bro? How bad is it?
Well, our culture not only supports but encourages that sort of stuff, right? Like you look at
yeah.
all of the rap genre,
I was gonna say,
talking
yeah.
about bitches, blow, and money.
just-
That's it.
They've
rap.
really cut down on the blow chat. You know what I mean? They're
Yeah.
usually just doing downers now.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I think that's
Sucks.
also different, like what people are listening to, right? Because like you do have like various different people rapping about, especially now. I think it was New York that they want to use the law in the sense of rappers rapping about like killing people.
Yeah.
They want to use that as actual evidence now.
Yeah. No, it makes sense, right? Like if
Yeah.
if
It's a detailed confession
Yeah,
of
yeah.
a crime.
like, we have a detailed confession, and there's like
Here's where I hid the gun.
it's like,
Threw the gun in the river. And just kept going.
Your Honor, I'd like to introduce evidence block D12.
Yeah. Everyone, the,
music video.
the jury's just like, yeah.
It's like that was a
It's
mad
five
bar.
beat.
Guilty.
But the thing is with those rappers too, what I heard was, especially like drill rap, you need to have like this is what I'm hearing. You need to have like credit. So it's like you can't rap about stuff that you haven't done.
Yeah.
So that's why they're like, okay, if these rappers aren't rapping about shit that they
Haven't
haven't
done.
done,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Seems counterproductive.
yeah.
You know?
But I don't know. Like that shit's interesting to me because like you just expose it so much too, as just so young. There's definitely gonna be so much repercussions.
Oh
for
my
that.
God, I'm not.
I can't think of a single repercussion that would come from that.
No, not at all.
I feel like we're only going to raise healthy individuals.
I'm excited to see like what the next 5 to 10 years looks like in the hiring scene for blue collar,
Dude, listen.
because they are not gonna last.
I was literally thinking about. They're not.
No.
I was literally thinking about this earlier today. Pretty soon, people our age are going to be like politicians. Like our generations are going to
Fucking
be
shoot me, man.
politicians. Like I know they really don't make that many decisions right now.
Yeah.
I mean, Parliament just passed C11, which is
The handgun ban?
no,
wait, no, that's
even
not
fucking worse than that. It's the censorship ban.
Oh yes.
So yeah,
yes.
that's the reason why you have no views, is because the government has decided you're not
It's
Canadian.
the government, goddamn. Bro,
government's
our
definitely-
first episode was Canada Day.
Yeah.
Come on.
It was me shitting on the
You
government.
immediately said, the government's got a shit.
Yeah, fucking. And then, as soon as you said that, there's like, yep, and you are no longer. They control the algorithms now on Google, YouTube, anything that's on a
Yeah.
Canadian IP, they control it now. It's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Canadian content first.
Yeah, Canadian content first. Yeah, right.
What the fuck does that mean, man?
Canadian content, obviously.
yeah, Canadian. They could just call anything non-Canadian if they wanted to.
Oh yeah.
Like, these guys aren't from Canada.
Wait a second.
These guys aren't from Canada. What the fuck are you talking about?
Where's our flag? Where's our flag?
I
Huh?
don't even know where it is, actually.
Did we even put it up?
No, probably.
No, it's still in my fucking house.
It's in
Yeah.
the other studio still?
Yeah.
Damn.
The other
It's my
Damn,
old-
fuck.
my house.
Okay. Well,
We had one.
we had one.
we had one. We
We
promise.
had one. Please
We
promote our
promise, we swear.
podcast. Please, government.
Still talking shit, though. But I
Yeah,
don't
it's
know.
chill. But we're promoting
God, I don't.
Canadian ideals.
Like you were saying, Chase. Though fucking people our age can't take care of a fucking cactus. They're supposed to run a goddamn country. Absolutely not. They can't keep a cactus watered, man.
I saw the people I went to high school with that were talking about becoming politicians,
Fuck.
and I was like, "We're so fucked.
We're fucked.
We are so fucked. If they're not getting bribed, I don't know what we're gonna do."
No.
I remember I heard that was a goal. Someone was like, we're talking about goals in class, and bro, my goal came nowhere close to whatever that she goes, I want to be the prime minister. Like, it's not saying like she couldn't do it. Like, it was just like, damn, my goal sounds stupid as fuck now when I
Yeah.
said that
I want to
shit.
pay off my truck.
I want
Just
a nice
wanna
truck
do-
that's paid off.
Just want to live and be chill, man. I think that was like a goal, and she was like, I want to change the world, and I'm like, wow,
Shit.
fuck, me and you are on
My
different
thing's
paths.
so
We
dumb
fucking
now.
we are nowhere close to
Yeah,
the same person
we-
here at all.
I think I'm like, I just wanted to win my football championship. That was it. Like, that was my
I want to
goal.
be successful. I don't want to live in debt.
Yeah, that was pretty much it.
I know better than to dream for unrealistic.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, I know where I stand here. It's like I'm going to set the bar where I know I can get to.
Just
I want to
always
be
on the verge.
right on that poverty line. Riding that line hard, but still above it.
Like
Yeah.
seeing if like am I gonna have to ask for a loan? Like, you know what I mean?
Like,
yeah.
if the price of gas goes up 5 more cents,
I'm fucked.
I'm losing the house.
Fuck.
Oh
Man,
my.
My budget plan is done.
Well, fucking, that's most Canadians now because
Yeah.
carbon tax just went up. They
Yeah.
brought in a new alcohol tax.
Did they fucking
Did
sons of bitch?
you know what I find that's even more egregious than that? The fact that more people don't know about it.
Yeah, I didn't
Because
even hear about
there's
it.
so many. I'm so shocked. People our age are so well connected, and they have no idea what the fuck's going on outside their house.
Because we're not-
You really think that's what they're paying attention to?
You would at least think they'd have some sort of inkling. Okay, this directly affects me. Maybe I should pay
Bro,
attention. to
people
Nah.
don't have any idea.
No, people
Like, I bring
fucking
up
don't.
shit that I even think sometimes I'm like, oh, like this is a fun discussion, and they'll be like, I don't know what you're talking about.
and you're like, what the fuck?
Where do you live?
I actually sometimes don't even blame them because it's just like your people are interested. So I feel like it just gets stressful for people like listening to this stuff,
Yeah.
right? Like it gets stressful. Like they get so stressed out. They're like, fuck, like I want to watch something funny. The fuck, why would I want to watch this?
Doesn't
Oh,
matter now.
fair.
They're fucking blocking anything important and real anyway.
Exactly
Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
Yes, consume. Yes.
consume.
Cat video. Cat video.
And then
Cat
like,
video.
did you see Trump's thing where they're paid like when we were talking about he's like he's gonna get indicted and I was like and we're like for what like, we were talking about it and it's like oh the Stormy Daniels like the hush money to the porn
Oh
star
my
and you're just like
God.
fucking I thought it was gonna be some
Nothing
cool.
cool.
Yeah, right. Like something like real serious. It's like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, he might
Well,
have paid hush
some
money
$1
to
billion gave a hush money to a porn star.
Buddy,
Who the fuck cares?
like fucking the last 4 presidents have
Yeah.
I've misused.
Hey, I don't know if you know Bill Clinton.
I did not have
he does-
sexual relations with
that
that woman.
I was thinking about that this morning. Anyway,
I was thinking about Bill Clinton.
yeah, I don't know. It just came up and I was like, I did not have
Alright.
sexual relations
All right.
with that woman. He says, staring at his wife.
Have you ever seen that? I watched the Hillary documentary and like they bring that up to Bill.
Yeah.
Like they bring up like you with the second and he goes at the time it was it was on my best moment you know what I mean
It was my best moment
and
in
then,
office.
and then she was just like they asked like Hillary why'd you stick around and she was just like I knew that I had to keep strong, and bro, we know because you were just gonna do this shit in the future. We knew what you were doing.
Bullshit. You married into the Clinton family.
No,
you have
yeah,
a
you're
shit
not
ton of
gonna
money
leave.
now.
You're not
Shit.
gonna leave.
You
ain't
like, oh no,
leaving
let me cry to
shit.
my handful of $100 bills.
Oh, I'm so rich. Oh. Oh, everything sucks so much. I'm so rich. Wiping her eyes with money.
Yeah, and Bill went to Epstein's Island on the record. It was 20 something times.
It's so many times. He probably could have flown the fucking plane there himself.
Yeah, bro. You probably think about his own.
Isn't it for sale right now?
The Epstein Island?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it
Who
is.
the fuck's
Let's
gonna
find
buy
out.
that?
Can we find out? Hey,
the
can we
fuck's
find
gonna
out if the
buy
Epstein?
Well, I mean,
Island's on sale?
the price. If the price is, if the price is right,
It's tainted, man. You just gotta bury that now. Throw it into the sea.
knock the buildings down. Knock the buildings down. Build a shack. Just a regular island now.
I don't know. I don't know if I trust that.
Just a regular island now. It's supposed to be on sale or fucking for sale. Sorry, on sale.
On sale. Yeah. I'm assuming they're gonna have to put it on sale. No one's gonna buy that.
Oh,
no one's gonna
dude.
touch that.
I don't
Dude,
think
listen, you
anyone's-
see that fucking building, the white and blue one?
Yeah.
Near Halloween, someone photoshopped a Spirit Halloween store on there, and they're like, they'll fucking open up anywhere.
Jeez.
Did it say
I will say it is
125 mil.
125 mil.
Ah, it's not bad actually.
That's a nice island for 125. Unfortunately, all of the
all that pedophilia.
all that
happened.
pedophilia
Yeah.
really taints the market,
Yeah.
the market value.
Yeah.
It's like, well, we brought it
I'd
up.
bring that up in negotiations.
Yeah, it's like 125. A lot of pedophilia.
Listen, I got $50.
I got $50 and a used.
You're
piece
not
of bubble
getting
gum,
any
like-
offers higher than this. I guarantee it.
Yeah. Yeah. See, shit's a little
You're
weird.
not. I don't want to be the person that buys Epstein's Island. It
No,
looks bad.
no.
It does look bad.
I wonder if that comes with like a lifetime subscription to the sex offender registry in the
Yeah,
states. Like, just
I-
you're automatically on
I
it.
feel like there's people looking at you.
Yeah.
It was like a Firefest. Wasn't Firefest a disaster?
Oh
Because-
man, that was so bad.
Yeah, the guy was. I watched a documentary on it, and the one rule they had, it was supposed to be on Pablo Escobar's island, right? And then the one rule was you can't say it's Pablo Escobar's island. The first fucking ad they drop, come party at Pablo Escobar's island. And it was just
then
whoa.
then they pulled out.
They
and-
pulled right away. Pablo Escobar's lawyer was like, that was the only rule we
The only
had.
rule we had.
So then they ended up with none of the cabanas they promised everyone. So they got fucking UN
Oh,
relief tents.
It was a disaster.
Oh my god, it was so fun. I watched a documentary on that. Fucking hilarious to
Yeah.
watch. Like,
I love watching rich kids suffer. I don't know what it is.
Oh, yeah.
It's just like, that's good.
Yeah, I
like
didn't go.
in this documentary, there's a bunch of kids just sitting on the beach, trying to call their parents, hey, can I get some money to get home? And there's this one guy that clearly dropped acid as soon as he hit the ground.
Yeah.
He's just having a fucking party. It's like,
This is great.
literally dare.
Everyone's trying to get situated in their tents and shit, and you're just like,
When's the
This
music?
is-
When's the music start?
This is great.
This is a killer vibe.
Oh, man.
I love this beach. This location's crazy.
This location's crazy. Shit. Oh my god.
We've talked about it so much already.
Oh, yeah.
We have. Oh my god. Pedophile islands.
Oh my god.
The consequences of the Industrial Revolution.
The unfettered uncensoredness of fucking blue collar people.
Yeah. God damn, are they uncensored?
See, I like that because
You need to meet those people.
You
You just
do.
need to meet them.
They toughen you up.
see what I like about working in blue collar is that right away if your coworkers don't like you because they're not going to talk to you if they don't like you.
Yeah.
If they're busting your balls, especially if you're the new guy and they're busting your balls real fucking hard,
You know you're doing all right.
you've been accepted.
Yeah.
You're in. If they don't want to fucking be around you, you fuck something.
You
up
got to
real
pay
good.
your dues, man. You got.
Oh yeah, you got to show that you got the thick enough skin to be there, right?
You got to be the grunt bitch for a little bit, man.
At least 5 years.
At least
That's
Easily,
It's just how it
easily
is.
5 years.
that's how it is for 5 years. Just the grunt work, eh?
Yeah, I remember it was my first week on the bridge. We stopped somewhere. He goes, "I want you to look at me right now. Your life is over for the next 5 years.
And those
You're
guys
gonna
shoot
get
straight.
shit on. You're gonna get shit on hard. You're gonna get road rough, and put away wet. All right." And that's it. Over and
That's
over
actually
and
a
over.
crazy saying.
That's
dude.
Yeah.
You put road rough and fucking put away wet. What the fuck, dude? That's crazy.
Yeah, no.
My boss says it all the time.
Yeah, wow.
It's been a rough winter.
Are you still down at the bridge?
Oh no, the Ambassador Bridge's done now. Actually.
Oh, okay.
I'm at the battery plant.
Oh, the new battery plant. Awesome. Yeah, we're doing the railings for them. I think 2,000 linear feet of railing.
For the bridge?
No, for the battery plant. Yeah.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
Don't trust those handrails, guys.
I'm not going to go.
I mean, yeah, my company does great work.
Yeah. I'm not going to go anywhere near those.
No.
I try to stay away from anything I didn't personally put up myself.
See, I'm the opposite way. If I put it up, I'm not going anywhere fucking near it.
I'm more cautious around my stuff,
Yeah.
but I'm also a little more like, I got to stay away from that corner right there. That's where I knew I wasn't sure what was going on.
Yeah, you're gonna look at that. You're like, oh shit,
Son of a bitch.
son of a bitch. This wasn't supposed to pass inspection, but it did. Shit.
I think that inspector was drunk. I don't know.
Yeah, that inspector was drunk. I don't know if that inspector and me are on the same page.
I don't think he was qualified. I really needed him to tell me what I did wrong because I had no idea what I was doing when I
It's
put
like,
it up.
there's no fucking way I got this right. This man's high off stat. Like, all right, calling a cab.
Well, that's how you know the job's getting done. Though.
Oh yeah.
You know, that's how
Yeah.
you know when anyone shows up.
Other day, I'm at the closest Tim Hortons to my job site.
Mm-hmm.
There's a whole case of like Busch Light empty cans in the parking lot. I'm like,
God damn.
I wonder where those came from.
That job's gonna get done well.
That could be any of the any of the patrons here. That could have came from any of these cars.
That could be from anyone. So are you gonna go for your red seal?
Eventually, yeah. I want to eventually get into underwater.
Oh,
Dude, yeah!
that's actually badass, man.
I looked at it, and a lot of people ask me, it's like, why do you want to do it? Because it's very dangerous. Life
Yeah.
expectancy is 6 months from the day you start till obviously 6 months in. And I'm like,
But you'll be
I'm either gonna be
rich.
exactly. I'm either gonna be fucking dead, and it's not my problem, or I'm gonna be too rich to care.
Oh shit!
I've always had that philosophy in my life. It's
Biggest-
like I live with no regrets. If I die, I die.
Yeah.
And you got to think of it like you do like an hour of work.
Oh yeah, no.
And you like make most people's year pay.
Yeah, my buddy, he did it down in the States, and he got called out to a rig, and they're like, all right, listen, don't stress out. The CEO is on the line waiting to hear about this because they had to shut the whole fucking rig down.
Mhm.
He's like, they need this rig back online. They're losing millions of dollars an hour. He did like 3 hours of welding. It's like, it was a really small crack, but it had to be fixed. The fucking CEO flies him out to New York, hands him his fucking black card. He's like, go nuts for a weekend.
Wow, dude.
Ah, shit, that's tight.
My buddy's like, wait, what? I just got paid for this job. He goes, we take care of you. We'll take care of you.
We'll take
Don't
care of
worry.
you.
Underwater welding's badass.
I'm going straight to McDonald's.
my workout partner, he's a corrections officer now, but what he was trying to do, what he was actually originally going to school for, was underwater welding.
Really?
He said though during his like training, he came up too fast and his eardrum popped. So he said he like, and it's funny because he'll have one headphone in and he has another one out. So I'll be talking to him, and this is when we've been working out for a while now. So now I understand I can't talk to that side because his hearing's not there anymore.
Yeah.
And I used to just think he was ignoring me.
Yeah.
And until he told me that story, until he told me the story of, oh no, I was like, bro, you were trying to be an underwater welder? Like it's crazy the career path. Also, he's like, he loves the water. He's like a big, like he loves surfing. Like he'll go to Florida once in a while just to surf.
I love to sail.
You like to sail?
Yes. Dude, I've
Maybe
always
you
wanted-
you like the water then too?
Oh, I love being on
if
the
you
water.
want to be an underwater welder.
Oh yeah,
fuck
you have to love
Yeah.
you have to love the water in the ocean.
I love the water in the ocean.
What-
Actually, that was like one of my backup plans.
Yeah, was
Because my
underwater
dad wanted to be
That's a
one.
backup.
Yeah, well, listen, I gotta like at least get some experience doing something besides McDonald's.
Right.
So, because my dad wanted to do that originally and gave up on it, and I'm like, well, if you couldn't fucking do
Do
it,
it.
guarantee you I could. You fucking idiot.
Hold my beer.
Hold my beer, motherfucker. I'll figure it out.
Oh my dear motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, what's the obsession with sailing then?
I got into it when I was young, and I've loved the sport ever since.
Really?
I just love the feeling of it, the capturing the wind and just fucking hauling ass is great.
Do you do it often now or no?
I do it as often as I can.
It's hard around
I don't
here.
have a boat myself, and they're fucking expensive.
yeah, dude.
Not something you just have sitting around your
No,
driveway.
like
Just a boat?
I bought a solo sailor just to sail by myself. The parts to repair it would have cost me about $5,000.
What the fuck?
Yeah, no, and that wasn't even replacing the most expensive stuff. That was just replacing what I had to replace. Like I had to replace a rudder, top section of a mast, and a tiller extension. Like three
buddy,
parts.
just go buy some 2x4s. What do you?
Make a raft.
Make a raft. Yeah, my buddy.
Some plywood and a couple 2x4s. You'll be fine.
Yeah, my buddy's got a 16-foot Hobie cat, and I love the shit out of it when I fucking can get him to put it in the water. I can't, like, literally all last year I was like, dude, we're going to put it in the water this weekend. He's like, absolutely. And then, like, he'd get busy. Or, like, one weekend, his dad took his new wife out on it when we were supposed to go with them, and I was fucking pissed because I showed up at my buddy's house with all of my gear, and my buddy's like, yeah, they left earlier, and I don't know where they went, and he's not answering his phone because he's out on the boat now, and I'm like,
Fuck your wife. Why didn't I?
fuck's sakes. Like, so now every time I see him, I'm like, we're getting the boat in the water this year. We're doing it. Because all last year, fucking got sloughed off all year. I was livid. I bought a new life jacket, everything, and fucking didn't.
Is it
didn't
like
get in.
the
so
open
sorry.
ocean shit you like the open ocean, or do you like?
I've never actually done open ocean sailing. I would love to.
Yeah, that'd be
Like, there's
badass.
a open ocean race going on right now. The Volvo Ocean Race. It is ridiculous. They go from like. They start in France, and
Yeah.
they have like 6 or 7 stops where they circumnavigate, and they're racing the whole time.
What the
Like,
fuck?
the one leg went from South Africa to Brazil.
What?
Yeah, no,
Just cross-
the long way around to like past Australia and up around Cape Town.
That is fucking insane.
Just cross half
like-
the globe real quick.
Yeah. And watching these guys like sail in the South Seas where the swells are 40, 50 feet. The winds are getting 80, 90 kilometers an hour.
Oh, that'd be hard.
In the middle of the show, I'm like, that's where I want to be.
Yeah.
That's, again, I'm either going to do it or I'm not going to be alive and it's not my problem anymore.
You just like the stuff that like pushes you, I guess, a little bit. Would you do like this is always skydive? Would you skydive?
If I could find a place nearby that.
Yeah, you would.
Excited?
See, you like that. You're
Oh,
adrenaline
yeah.
junkie.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'd be nervous the whole time until the door opened, and then like I would be the first guy to fucking just throw myself out of a plane.
I've always wanted to try it. I don't know,
Oh,
there's
yeah.
something alluring about hurtling towards the earth that fast.
Yes.
I don't know what I've
Jumping
always
out of
like, ever since I was a kid. Like I'd be scared to go on roller coasters. I was like, if I'm that high up,
if I'm that high up, I don't care.
yeah, I was like, if I pull the chute and survive,
Great.
Good.
If
If
I
I
don't, I got about a minute and a half to make peace with my God, and then we're
Yeah, and then fucking
And-
just
then we're gonna play patty cake with the earth. See who wins.
patty
I'm
cake.
pretty tough. I don't.
Man, I'm built for it. Tough. Let's go.
You ever seen that video of a guy who jumps out of the plane, no parachute, skydives through a slot they cut into the roof of the building and lands in a net?
Yes.
Baller.
And like I think we watched it where he was like kind of. It was almost like
He
landed
almost
it.
missed.
He landed it, but it was like me and him looked at each other and I'm like, that's like not comfortable enough
That
for
man
me.
is
You know?
never doing that again. He's like, okay,
Yeah.
too close.
Like you
Yeah.
take your chances.
Oh yeah. You're
Or
like,
that one where they're in the hot air balloon. Guy throws his parachute. He's just wearing, I think, jorts.
Yeah.
And he
oh
goes,
yeah.
And he just
And
Yeah.
he rolls off, goes after the parachute. I'm like, God.
bro,
See, no,
you
no.
miss it.
Yeah.
Like you just
There's-
fuck.
Oh no. Even if you catch it, what if you can't get the straps on?
yeah.
Yeah.
What if, like,
pretty
you're struggling with
I'm
it?
pretty sure his homeboy grabbed him and like lashed onto his belt.
Yeah.
I was
Like,
like, all right.
It's like you're jumping after homeboy and just getting after him. Like,
That one where they just drove a car out of the back of a plane. There's like 4 dudes sitting in a convertible,
Yes.
and it just drives out the back of a plane. It's like they're just sitting in it as it's flipping.
I'd love the shit out of that. Fucking.
There's-
I love watching the videos out of the U.S. where it's like they're dropping Humvees out of the back, like the old air assault doctrine, where it's like they're just gonna fly a shit ton of Hercules into China, fly them at like 50 fucking feet, pop the Vicks out the back, and then the second wave is all the dudes, and they're already got the vehicles on. Like, it's just fucking rad.
That's so cool.
They just came out with a new missile delivery system for their cargo aircraft, and it's just cargo racks of cruise missiles.
God.
And
What,
they're
do
like,
they just drop them at the back?
they're like, this is what we spent. I think they spent like $50 million on this idea. They're like, okay, we're gonna put them all in these racks that have an airdrop sensor, and we're gonna shove them in the back of a cargo craft. Then we're gonna shove them out at altitude, and then when they hit that altitude, the missiles are gonna activate, and then they're gonna go fly off. It's like, so you're literally essentially just chucking them out the back of a plane and praying it works. Like, best part, they can drop something like $500 million worth of ordnance in a single load.
God fucking damn it.
Like a single run, $500 million.
Imagine being the guy that gets to push it out the back.
You're getting paid what, $90,000, $120,000 a year on the top end of that. You're throwing like
Millions
70,
of dollars.
80, 90 years of your fucking salary out of the back of a plane in 30 seconds.
That is what we go to the government for. And then fucking just toss it out. Just throwing away.
This is
money.
why we don't have free healthcare.
Pretty
Yeah,
much, bro.
fucking pretty much.
I've seen that thing where it's like, I'm about to show this village why the fuck we don't have free healthcare.
Oh my god. Yeah, that shit's fucking wild.
Great.
Man, the military industrial complex, what a beautiful, disgusting thing.
It's
I want to be that filthy rich, selling guns to people.
You ever seen the movie Lord of War with Nicolas Cage?
I was literally about to mention Lord of War. Yes.
Oh, I love that movie.
So funny. I love that.
It shouldn't be funny, but it is.
It is.
Lord of War.
Anything with Nicolas Cage in is great. Have you ever seen Lord of War?
No, I've never seen Lord
It's
of War.
about I forget his name. It's an actual like ex-Soviet gun runner, and it's just about him selling ordnance around the world and all the shit he got up to. Like he was in, I want to say it was the Congo, and they gave him was it a cigarette or something? He got fucking blasted, just like hallucinating the whole 9 miles, just like stumbling through this village in the Congo.
Dude, it was a mixture of cocaine and gunpowder. What do they call it? It was a cool name.
There was
for it.
there
a
was
fun time.
fucking like who thought of that? Like that's yeah.
It goes, I sold this bullet. And then it just pours the gunpowder and the cocaine.
Bro, what was they traded Brittany Griner for that guy, the arms dealer.
Oh,
Actually, no. I think that was the guy they traded for was the inspiration for that movie.
Shut up.
Yeah, no, straight up.
Oh,
what was his
What
name?
a
Why can't-
Merchant of Death.
Merchant of Death. That's what
Yes,
it was.
yes, that's exactly who
Listen,
it was.
if you're in the business and that is your nickname the government knows you by,
Yeah.
you're rich.
Oh yeah,
You're
you,
doing
you
pretty
know what
good.
you're doing.
You're doing pretty good.
And they said like that guy was like,
Yeah, no,
it's not like thousands of guns. Like it wasn't like hundreds. It was like
hundreds of thousands of guns.
Supplying armies.
helicopters, fucking heavy ordnance. Like he sold everything and
Everything.
anything he can get his hands on.
Because how long was he held for in the
20
U.S.?
years, I
20
think.
years?
Something like that.
And then we traded it. Yeah. And then they traded
We
for
traded
Brittany.
him for a WNBA player and left the fucking Marine that's been there for about
Yeah.
15 years.
Yeah.
That's
That
also
is
a
so
problem.
fucking unforgivable.
Didn't he just get charged with espionage? No, that's the other guy, the older guy.
Yeah.
Fuck. Yeah, they charged him with criminal espionage. Like, that guy's dead.
Fucking, it's unreal that they had this opportunity to bring home a Marine.
I didn't even like that. I had to find that out after.
Yeah.
You know that?
Yeah.
Because like after they made that trade, and I was like, and then I found out, I'm like, wait, we have a Marine?
Yeah, there's a
There?
Marine that is sitting in a Russian prison that just got told, yeah, they traded the guy that they could have gotten you out for a fucking WNBA player that willingly brought drugs into a country where it's illegal.
It's like, there's like I said, do you think,
Nothing.
do you,
Like, I'm glad they got her home.
yeah.
You know, but like, the other guy's been there a long
Yeah.
fucking time.
I think he was there 4 years. I thought I seen 4 years.
15.
originally. 15
15,
years?
if I'm remembering correctly, yeah. We might have to get Rain to check that, but...
yeah. How long is that?
Gentlemen, Marine stuck in Russia. While she's looking that up, though, there's actually documents that just came out. You know the two Michaels that were stuck in China for like 600-something days?
Yeah.
There was a Liberal MP that was actively working to keep them there.
Why?
I don't know why.
I want to know
16
why.
years.
16 years, yeah.
Oh, he's been sentenced to 16 years of hard
sentenced,
labor.
yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
you're right.
yeah,
No,
it
it's
was
4 years. No,
Okay.
I'm mistaken.
But he got sentenced to 16.
Still, you're detained in Russia for 4 years.
Yeah.
You are
Yeah.
stuck in a
Charged-
prison where you don't speak the language.
Right.
Charged for 16 years of hard labor.
Yes.
Just hard labors.
To gulag with you.
Yeah, pretty much.
My guess is he's probably in Ukraine right now. He's
Have
probably
they
been
already
shipped.
started taking out the... Yes, because
Yeah,
there was the fucking... What was that guy? I think he was called the Wolf.
yeah.
He had murdered 80-something women and girls.
Yeah.
And he volunteered with not the military,
Wagner.
the Wagner group. And they're like, if you serve 6 months and live, your sentence is
Done.
commuted. So that man murdered 80 women and girls. And,
And-
he's going to get off
Yep.
clean slate by going over there for 6 months.
Oh, yeah.
It's very interesting, like when war breaks out, like the
The
compromises
length, yeah.
they'll like make.
Yeah, the
like,
lengths they're
wow.
going to fucking go to,
Yeah,
right?
just for like soldiers.
Oh, yeah.
Just because like they're fucking they
The Russians are desperate.
just using them, like you know what I mean, just using them, filtering them
Oh, yeah.
in. And
no,
it's
the
just like-
Russians have not performed well in this war. It's actually been shocking. Like I'm fairly well tapped in
Mhm.
to the intelligence community. Everyone was assuming this was going to be 2014 all over again when they took Crimea.
Fucking
And
a
the
walk.
Yeah, no, literally, the Ukrainians saw them coming up the road and just didn't even hand over the guns or the keys or anything. Just opened the gates and they all went home.
Yeah.
They were expecting another rollover, and that's why the Russians have gotten their shit kicked in so hard because they thought it was going to be another rollover.
Yeah,
So they prepped
I think
for
a
like
lot of people did.
Yeah, they prepped for like a 2-week invasion, and they way overextended themselves, and the Ukrainians hit them hard in the beginning.
yeah.
And we're gonna see probably in the next 6 months who's gonna win this war.
Did it worry you when they moved nukes into Belarus?
No,
No,
I'm not concerned about-
It's just that guy's fucking crazy.
I'm not
man.
concerned about Russian nukes, and I'll tell you why. Most modern nuclear weapons require tritium-3, which is the same radioactive material that's in your watch to work. The problem with tritium-3 is its half-life is incredibly short. So you need to replace it quite frequently. And in the amounts that you need it to run a nuclear arsenal, it is a huge proponent of the Russian the Russian military budget goes towards this. Now, the Russian budget on its own is a problem because half of it's getting pocketed. So they don't have the money or the ability to even maintain a tenth of their nuclear arsenal right now, especially with having to replace all their conventional weaponry that they've had obliterated in this war. I'm not concerned about Russian nukes.
But that's why I brought it up, actually, because I know the Russian nuclear problem is one thing, but putting it in the hand of one of the last dictators on Earth, having him be like, this is your own personal stock now, it's kind of just like, this guy is crazy to begin with, and now you're like, here's
some nukes.
Here's some nukes. Just keep those on hand for us, because he's supplying his own, basically, at this point. He's maintaining them himself, and he's rich as shit. His military budget's pretty fucking good.
Well, even if he can get them to functionality, the U.S. has such a comprehensive nuclear. I don't want to say deterrent. I don't know what the right word for this would be. They have such a comprehensive strategy to deal with a nuclear launch in Europe that I'm not concerned about it. They have so many countermeasures that they can enact to stop a nuclear weapon from going off that it's a non-issue realistically.
It's just a mad dictator access nuclear weapons right on the border of the country that Russia is at war with, constantly saying that if needed he will step in.
Yeah,
it's kind of just like, come on, man.
Let's calm the fuck down, please.
Do we need to be doing all this? What do you gain? What do you gain from this?
So you think it's all like bluffs when Putin says it, like we'll nuke? You think it's all bluffs?
Yes,
think it's
no.
I think most of it's bluffs.
Yeah.
I think he'll try, but it won't work. I think if the Ukrainians stop on their border with Russia, it's not going to happen. If they go into Russia and Russia sees this as an existential threat to Russia, it will happen. They will use any and all weapon at their disposal to protect themselves. And a lot of people are real on side with Ukraine. I was initially as well until I did a little bit more digging. A lot of the money that's going over there right now is just getting pocketed.
Yeah.
We knew the Ukrainian government was fucking corrupt to start with, and we just injected $110 billion into their economy.
Well, I'm sure everyone knew that was going to happen.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure everyone was aware that sending more money than that country's seen in 20 years over there, and be like, all right, fight this war for us, wasn't going to be like, oh, okay, we'll throw it all at the fucking war front.
Yeah, no.
But enough of it's going there, I think, where it's doing some damage. I don't agree with us sending that much money over there all the time, but I don't see any other way to go about it.
No. Right? Like, I'm on the fence about it. I'm in both camps a little bit. Like, I'm all for sending aid to Ukraine. They're a sovereign nation. They've been invaded by a hostile foreign power. We're allies with Ukraine. We've been training them for 10 years now.
I think it's almost 15 years.
Almost,
isn't it?
yeah. It's getting close to that. But yeah, we've been helping them for quite a long time as Canadians, and we have a good connection to them. Absolutely, we should send our stuff. But we're pulling stuff out of our strategic reserves that we can't replace to send over there. And it's like, we're spending a lot more money on the Ukrainian military than we do our own.
The issues you can
Why?
fix here.
Exactly. Yeah, it's like, why don't we... Like, right now, there's Canadian soldiers in Poland that are going into massive amounts of debt because they were sent there by the Canadian military, and they said, hey, give us your receipts for your meals because you're not getting stationed on a base, and we will pay your meals. They are a year and a half behind on those payments now. So these people have to make home payments and support families in a desperately collapsing economy, and they have to pay for themselves in a foreign country, and the military hasn't been up on their payments.
Yeah, that's...
And it's like, maybe we should clean up our own backyard first.
Yeah. Well,
they're not going to.
No, fuck no.
No,
nobody cares.
I don't know if they're hoping for like some kind of payout in the investment, or they're just kind of protecting their own interests over there. I don't know. I don't know much about nothing, but I don't think they really give a damn too much if our personal military ain't doing too well.
No, because it's not going to win them the headlines. That's it, right?
What are they going to do? Send our troops over there? No. That's not going to go over well.
No,
that's not going to go over well over here for anyone.
If NATO troops get involved in this, it gets real bad real fast.
Real bad. Oh, I wanted to bring this up. China, Taiwan, 2025. Your thoughts?
It's a tough call to make because
They've been talking about the 2025 plan for almost
quite a while. Yeah.
Almost 2 decades, I think.
It's a tough situation to call because China is in a position of strength and of weakness. On paper, their military can do it. Absolutely 100%.
Yes.
The U.S. is an ocean away. Yeah, they have battle groups in the area. They have a lot of forward deployed bases. China has the home field advantage. They are closer to their internal lines of logistics. They can wage a war more effectively close to home. Is it going to cost them to take Taiwan? I don't even know if they can hold it if they manage to get on the island. It's a tough thing to do. There's a lot of defensive emplacements there. The Taiwanese are ready for them. They know exactly where the Chinese are going to land. They know exactly what's coming. Japan's right there to back them up as well. South Korea is also promised. Australia, I believe, is in there as well. There's a lot of nations that are going to help. The problem that China's going to really face is if there's economic sanctions. They're a food importer and an energy importer. If that stops, 50 million people die. They just starve to death. They're done. Their population disintegrates around them. And what very little control the CCP still has disintegrates. Because, yeah, dogma and ideology is great, but when you're starving, you'll do anything. Right?
Yeah.
Like Napoleon said, an army marches on a stomach, and the same is for a nation. If your people are hungry and you can't feed your people, you're not going to last very long as a leader, especially in a time of war.
Yeah. That shit, like, fucking thinking about that sometimes stresses me out. That shit.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fronts for the West to be focusing on at once. It's a lot of different areas for the West, because economically, the West, how we doing? How we doing right now?
We're not doing too bad.
We're not doing bad, but we're not at our best.
No, the East isn't doing great either as well. Like, you've seen rolling bank failures through China already.
Yeah.
A lot of people seem to think, because like, oh, all this stuff comes from China, they must be fucking loaded. It's all cheap consumer stuff. Like, it's not. You're not propping an economy on this.
This ain't Lockheed Martin
exactly
over
right.
there.
Like,
you ain't developing the weapons the U.S. is.
Exactly.
Okay?
Right.
Yeah.
They propping their shit up on missiles.
Yeah. Another issue that the invasion of Taiwan is going to pose for China is China can't move its entire military to bear. It has to keep its garrisons in its farther flung territories to maintain its control and order. So a lot of people are like, oh, they have like 1.5 million soldiers on paper. That's not their actual operational level, because they have to maintain their garrisons. They have to maintain the order. Especially, for example, if they move everything over to Taiwan, India's going to kick off. Like those, I think we talked about it last time, where like India and China have had these huge border clashes where guys just beating the shit out of each other.
Yeah, we did talk about that.
If China moves its garrisons off the border, India is going to impose itself in that area. So they have to maintain there. Tibet will rebel if they move their troops out of there. The Uyghur populations in the northwest, they will rebel if they don't have large garrisons there. Yeah, they have these huge numbers on paper, but their actual operational numbers are going to be a lot lower than people are expecting.
Okay, listen, man. We kind of have to wrap this up like right now.
Oh, I'm so
sorry.
sorry.
This is getting good. I hate that. But if you had one thing to inspire hope for the people, what would you say?
If you're lost in this world, if you're not finding the satisfaction that you think you deserve or you need in this world, if you are afloat in an ocean and you don't know where to look, turn to the Bible, turn back to God.
You think so?
Yes.
I think that's a strong message. It works for a lot of people.
Yeah.
I'll give you
it might not work for everybody, and that's fine.
Yeah. You know what?
And the main thing to remember is come as you are.
Yeah.
The church is not meant to be a church of perfection. The church is a place of sinners, so come if you need it. And if you're lost, the Word of God will help you find your way.
Thank you, man.
That was beautiful, man.
All right. It's been a pleasure. God bless.
All right.
God bless.
Just received in our newspaper.